Let's go ahead and get this one started. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this beautiful Tuesday night prime time. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Garage Guys $4.99, and it is your month of September e-ticket event. Last time we went super speedway racing for an e-ticket event, Toyota went number one. That was Wyatt Tinsley in the NWP 400. This time we go to another super speedway. This time we head to Alabama for the first time since April. And it's a brand new name, it's a brand new event, and it's gonna be the same great race in action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Garage Guys $4.99. My name's Jonathan Ramos, aka Idk Player, and I'm the voice of NR. And you're watching this live from our studios in Nashville, Tennessee, as we get ready to roll. 43 drivers enter this ring of fire for 188 laps, and all that comes down to one driver to cross the line first and win $300. That's right. First place has a $300 prize pool. Second place comes home with nothing. Let's go ahead and talk everything new with this car. Yes, it's the Gen 4. Yes, we've done Gen 4 racing before, but no, we have never done an e-ticket event with this new model. A lot of things have changed, and so will the driving style, at least early on. Look back to the NWP. Those next gens were built like tanks. iRacing put an update out a week prior, which really buffed the next gen model, which allowed the 3x3 racing all the way through. This time it's gonna be a little bit different. With the Gen 4 stock car, it's a new body. In the case of, it's easier to lose your fast repair. It's easier to wreck out. It's easier to blow an engine. We did a test at Daytona and at our night in America. There are single file and drivers had engine issues, but this is also a brand new setup. They will be seeing speeds upwards of 200 miles per hour. And yes, we have seen the highs and lows, and there will be a lot of challenges along the way. Let's talk about the first thing. We talked about the clearance in the rear end before. It's a little bit better now. We've seen drivers be able to push a little bit more to get that lane rolling, but we've seen it before where we've seen 3x3 landlock with the Gen 4 stock car. Guess what? We may not see that early on. With the opportunity of blowing an engine becoming early and more prone, we could see drivers go do that big conga line all the way to the rear end, and that's something that you have to expect here tonight. 3x3, you're stuck in the middle. You're more prone to engine issues than others, and that's something that you have to keep track of tonight if you're a driver. Let's talk stats, and tonight we have a lot. The driver with the highest odds to go ahead and win here tonight, guess that. That is Chad Thornquist, driver number 48, Chevrolet. Thornquist has won 2 e-ticket events. Tonight could be his third. He's already won at Talladega before. He's won at Indianapolis, and guess where we're heading? To the high banks. Another super speedway. Chad Thornquist is ready to rock and roll tonight. We can see that 48 back in victory lane. Last time we saw that for an e-ticket, it was the Brickyard 400. Other drivers to look out for. How about Justin Champagne? Has never won an e-ticket event, but has been so close so many times. He has the consistency, he has the line, he has the flow. Justin Champagne could very easily come out the winner here tonight. He has 9-1 odds heading in, as long as he keeps that car clean and keeps that fast repair in hand, including past at least lap 125. We could see Justin Champagne roll to victory lane in that number 29. More drivers to talk about. Another one that is yet to win an e-ticket event. Let's talk about Frank DeAngelis. 10-1 odds heading in. Has not won an NR Night in America sanctioned race since June of 2022. Has an opportunity to get it done here tonight. Frank DeAngelis has been on a quick little dry spell, but the top 5s and the top 10s continue to go ahead and rack up. And let's talk about another thing. We have officially done it 2. This will be the 3rd e-ticket event for Talladega. Both were first-time winners, and Talladega has produced the most first-time winners in NR Night in America. We could see Frank DeAngelis go ahead and win his first e-ticket event. How about drivers that have not won in quite a while, but have won at Talladega? Matt Swearengin, talked about him, 17-1 odds heading in. Zach Todger, 15-1 odds heading in. He's driver number 17. And what about Dodge? Dodge has never won an e-ticket event in NR Night in America. They head into the Brickyard 400 with them locking out that Fast 4, and a Chevrolet stole it from them at the last moment. Well, guess what? Out of all the big 4 manufacturers, 3 manufacturers have now gone to victory lane in an e-ticket. It's Toyota, it's Ford, and it's Chevrolet. Does Dodge find their way to victory lane here tonight? Let's go ahead and find out. Ladies and gentlemen, this session just went up as we get ready for driver intros. The cars are more fragile. You gotta be smarter. The 3x3 is gonna be there in the 4x4. We do have 15 attempts at an overtime finish, and anything can happen on any given NR night in America. To the near 29,000 subscribers and 200 watching live, you're gonna say goodbye to this face here very, very shortly, and hello to the on-track product. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Baker, another one going for that 3. Remember last time we talked about Daniel Buttafuoco. He walked in to the NWP 400 winning 2 events in a row. The All-American 600 and the Chicagoland 500. Now Daniel Buttafuoco will head in to Talladega tonight. A little bit more humbled. You know why? Because he didn't make the NWP on speed. Guess what? 43 drivers enter, 43 drivers race. You will not have to worry about that elusive qualifying bump. No bump day here tonight, and maybe work together mode. And what's one thing we've seen with every single super speedway event in the month, or should I say the year of 2022? It's been green flag pit stops, and we've seen trouble coming on and off of pit road, including in the Gen 4 stock car. It may look the same, but it's still a whole lot of new. It's officially 8:06 Eastern, 7:06 Talladega time. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching this eTicket event. It's the Garage Guys 499 as we head into practice this time by. We say hello, we say welcome as we get ready to go ahead and do it. I want to say thank you to Garage Guys Chase and Garage Guy Dale as we get ready to roll. Session is up, password is IDK, and now it's time to dig in. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to roll. 43 cars deep. Let's get ready to roll with 2006 NASCAR Cup Series paint schemes. And let's get ready to roll and find who's going to find out to be the next e-ticket event winner. It's Dega week, it's Dega fun, and it's gonna be all the way around. Caden Rush has yet to win the e-ticket event. He's gonna be a hot prospect heading into tonight. Dominguez, another one, has yet to win an e-ticket event, including an NR Night in America race, but he has shown nothing but speed in the last couple of weeks. He has a shot at winning tonight, but what about David Cabrera? Oh, David Cabrera. That one driver that has been oh so close, oh so many times. You think of the street course, you think of Dega, you think of Chicagoland, you think of Daytona. He has been in it to win it late, but has not been able to execute. Does David Cabrera have what it takes to go to victory lane for the first time and win an e-ticket event and add $300 to his bank account? Keep an eye on that driver. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. Time to lock and load right here, right now. Final driver odds I want to talk about. Ethan Stanley, 17-1 heading in. Daniel Buttafuoco, 20-1 odds. Has yet to win an e-ticket event on a super speedway. Spencer Burns, 25-1 odds. You know him mostly from the Brickyard 400 and winning his first ever race in NR Night in America. Hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Well, guess what? It's cars on track. Let's say goodbye for now and let's get ready for the on-track products. Welcome to Talladega, Alabama. Time to lock and load right here, right now, ladies and gentlemen. As we get ready to do it, it's 11 minutes left of practice. But we're going to go ahead and say goodbye for now because you need to go ahead and know the entire field heading in tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and get ready to show you your driver lineup. Time to get it started right here, right now. You want to know those 43 drivers that are rolling in strong? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at them, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check out the field of 43. That has gone 1-for-1 in their first shot at NR Night in America. Spencer Burns victorious for Darlington. We're gonna see a new winner in NR Night in America. Cooper Glegg victorious from Talladega. Mays, Vila, USA in the mix as well. Big block by Vila on the 47 through the grass. and Drake Berry is gonna go ahead and win his first ever NR Night in America race. Unbelievable drive, unbelievable finish. Toyota back on top. Drake Berry victorious.
Austin on the bottom. Schaffer on the outside there with Lyons. Downstairs goes the Toyota. To the lead goes the 88. Gavin Austin top of the charts.
Back to the line again. Mostello gets tagged. Daytona is upside down. It's still gonna work out. Nicholas Hook is gonna win for the first time in NR Night in America.
3 wide, way in the back. Do they hold on? For the most part, they do. Cabrera gets back through 1 easy. Back to second now goes Berry. Prominent Glass, not giving in. Do they see the 3 wide, or do they hold on to it? They do.
Wow, and Molina was right there. PBR, 1-2. And hard at the top of the charts. Where did that come from? A 24.93 for the 81. Well, there he goes. They're side by side for the fall time contact. They wreck. Gregory is going to win the Daytona 500. Are you kidding me?
Final corner. It's not going to work out. Ethan Stanley's going to find himself back in victory lane. Victorious from Watkins Glen. Abraham Vila is going to win for the first time since October. Victorious from Bristol. October for the final time. Parker White with the block. DeAngelis, he turned up, and DeAngelis is going to win at Las Vegas.
Through the tri-oval for the final time. Darian is gonna win at Talladega.
It's gonna be a drag race back to the start finish line. Skipper 3, car 97, Daytona 24 at the line. Matt Skipper, first career win at Talladega. It's gonna be a drag race. Back to the start finish line. No, it's not. Contact. Schmidt gets turned. Zach Tondren, victorious from Michigan. Are you kidding me? To 3 and 4 for the final time. No one's gonna be able to touch him. Daniel Buttafuoco wins the All-American 600. Gavin Austin 88, Walker 93, Swearinger 15. 3 wide at the line. Who's it gonna be? I believe it was Marlowe. It was Marlowe. First career win at Talladega. Burrows off turn number 4. Thurston slides. Burrows is going to come home victorious. Winner from Homestead, Miami. Max Swearinger 2x2 to the inside at 3 and 4. Beckman's your leader coming down off turn number 4. This
Cinderella story. Terrell Baker is going to win the World 600.
Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Daytona is going to be victorious. In Darlington, victorious from South Carolina. Joiner on the bottom, it's gonna be a drag race. Back to the start finish line. Max Swearinger is gonna win at Talladega. He rolls into South Florida, and he's gonna own the show late. Justin Champagne gets it done at Homestead, Miami Speedway.
And you can tell they're having fun, no doubt about it. 3 wide again.
Contact, there they go, 1 in the wall. That's Justin Champagne. You're riding on Boyd Dominguez, and the caution is going to weigh 12 out of 100. As he gets to the corner panel, he does. Drag race to the line. Walker is going to win at the Coliseum. Everyone on their feet. Abraham, Mila, David, Joyner. Joyner looking for his first win in NR Night in America. Mitchum hung out, down to the inside, no help for him. Now Kevin Champagne lines up, David Joyner, not, it's gonna be Wilkerson, 19 out of 70. Number 4 for the final time, Tinsley Blindside. Timos has gotta make a run to the short shoot for the final time. All bets are off, Tyler Tinsley, victorious from Daytona. Face up goes to 75. Brown holding on to 3rd. Thornquist down to the inside, wheel to wheel once again. Travis Brown not giving the room, but might have nearly got the bumper. Parks in front of Schmidt. Contact. Workman's gonna get away. All over corner. Oh, there goes the new. Up into the air violently. Caution's gonna wave.
Oh, man, Evan.
But it stalls out as well. Lily trying to hold on. 3 by 3. No one's going anywhere. 9 to go from the World Center of Racing. And down on turn number 4. It's a new first-time champion in NASCAR Night in America. William Schmidt and the little team that could is your month of July champions. Michael Gregory to the outside. It's going to be a drag race at the line. Michael Gregory, no! Dirtquist, victorious from Talladega. That's 4 through 5 before heading back to 6. Marlowe 1, 2, 9 back. Armstrong back there in 3rd, 3-2 back. Mitchum back to 4th, Champagne in 5th. Barry applying the pressure to the rear end. Murphy, the drive to survive for the tide ride. Murphy's gonna win at Daytona. What a race! Rush becomes the first-time winner here tonight to get it done in NASCAR Night in America. Rush victorious from Indianapolis. It won't work out. Ford's gonna find itself back in victory lane. James Thurston, victorious from North Wilkesboro. To the inside goes Daytona. Block below the WO line. Side by side at the line. Daytona closes it. Maybe it was the 21 of Elvis. It might have been Elvis, we'll have to find out. Elvis by 1/1000th of a second. Yes, sir. Ford in victory lane at Daytona.
Ladies and gentlemen, just 3 minutes left of practice. That was your field of 43. And the overlays are on the right side of your screen. Do we see Zach Tondriff find victory lane for the first time in an eTicket, running the Ford Fusion with Matt Kenseth on board. Fastest driver in practice. Baker, Brown, Cabrera, Molina, that's your fast 4. Man, it's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt about it. It's going to be flag-to-flag coverage right here, commercial-free. Let's get ready to go racing, ladies and gentlemen. It's Talladega style. After this, we'll set our field of 43. Gilliam sits 16th. Let's look at your drivers. Make it 13th inside the Sweet 16. The Sylvania Chevrolet lined up there at the 55. Some changes before we got started here tonight. Cody Workman could not make the race due to the hurricane that's heading his way. Ethan Marlowe will fill in with the 55 for MWR. Cooper Glick will replace Benjamin White in the 07. Glass in the 6, Marlowe 55. Ladies and gentlemen, custom overlays left side of your screen as we get ready to roll into the 2-minute warning. Folks, going to be a big one to go and watch out for. He's going to be sitting 4th heading in here tonight. Barry 5th, Molina 6th. We talked about the changes in the cars, how these cars have to go ahead and work together with some of these guys. You don't want to be too aggressive early on. We've seen how easy it is to go ahead and upset that car and lose a fast repair. You only got one fast repair for 500 miles. It's the greatest show on sim on the YouTube side. It's NASCAR Night in America. Fueling victories all year long. It's Talladega week. It's prime time. It's Tuesday night as we get ready to kick the dust up one more time. Burns 5th, Molina back to 8th, Caden Rush going P10. Workman's got a big shot, no doubt about it. And there is another Workman in the field. That is going to be the driver there in 11th. Let's get ready to go racing. Under the 1-minute warning before we go qualifying. 500 miles. You see the 3 wide now. Get ready to see that. For 188 laps, it's the Garage Guys 499. Time to get it started right here, right now. We're going to set our field off qualifying. It'll be 2 laps, a single car qualifying. And from there, we're going to lock in and load out. Time to go racing. 10 on the clock. TCB going top of the charts. 2 e-ticket events won and trying to win the Triple Crown. Can he get it done here tonight? Clock strikes 0. Let's get ready to go racing. Time to go ahead and get it started right here, right now. To everyone that's joined in, we say hello. We say welcome. Walker looking to go ahead and get a nice shot here tonight. Gilliam as well, as they're all going to go ahead and line up down on pit road. Time to go racing, ladies and gentlemen. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long. Tonight, well, guess what? That's going to go ahead and be no different. Time to go ahead and kick the dust off. Gilliam getting ready to work his way off pit road. Justin Champagne, first one to bite. Single car qualifying, a lot of drivers like to go ahead and give up that first run down into turns number 1 and 2, and they kick it all up back on their second try out. So you're going to see a lot of these guys go to the outside for lap number 1, all the way near the outside, safer barrier. And then on lap number 2, it's going to be the ground game. Down to the inside. Champagne's going to be a tough one to go ahead and beat here tonight, no doubt about it. We talked about Azaz. We talked about the opportunity. Joyner on the bump. Workman on the bump as well. Caden Rush working his way through. Gavin Austin there in the 2 machine. Let's get ready to roll, ladies and gentlemen. It's showtime as we get ready to get started. One last check of the overlays. One last check of everything. Brown, Vila, all on the hot seat. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to go racing. Time to go ahead and get it started. Doing one last checks of everything, ladies and gentlemen. Left side of your screen, you can see how they've all qualified. Murphy goes 10th, Beckman back to 9th. Your top 8, Walker, Rush, Botafuco, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, rolling out your top 20 left side of your screen. Getting ready to go racing right here, right now. I want to say thank you to everyone that has once again joined on in as we get ready to roll. Qualifying comes to an end. Benjamin A. Walker has now jumped his way top of the charts. It's going to be lap-to-lap coverage, commercial-free. And it's going to be fun, no doubt about it. NR Night in America, feeling victories all year long. If this is your first time tuning in to an NR Night in America e-ticket event, we say hello. We definitely say welcome as we hope you enjoy today's content. Let's get ready to go at it. Cabrera to the top. Darian Gilliam, final time through the tri-oval. Let's get ready to go racing. Tadra, P17, Brown, Lily, and more, they all roll on in, and now it's time to go ahead and dig in. We're going to roll off here this time by, ladies and gentlemen, your field has been set. A driver that has yet to win an e-ticket event is on pole. David Cabrera brings the KB5, top of the charts with a 52.56. Let's go racing. 188 laps of action, 188 laps of fun. They all line up on the start finish line, and we'll go ahead and show you the top of your screen right here, right now, 2 by 2. That's what we're excited for. We're ready for the great race in action to go ahead and commence this time by. You can see clouds already covering the racetrack. It will be an afternoon and a late afternoon race. And what's the difference here? Once the cloud cover changes, everything changes as we get ready to go at it. It's the inaugural Garage Guys 499. Top of your screen, you will see the field of 43. Are you ready? Are you excited? Are you ready to roll this time by? Well, guess what? Let's go ahead and talk to one of the Garage Guys before we go ahead and get started here tonight. He has some announcements to say to you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to dial in Garage Guy Chase. Chase, this is John. You got a copy?
What's good? This is exciting.
It is, my man.
This on television as we speak.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We've been going over some things to go in and get it started. We don't usually get a lot of cloud cover here tonight. Already, we're looking at possible cloud cover playing a difference in tonight's race. Listen, you got 43 drivers entering the Ring of Fire at arguably, maybe not even arguably, the greatest track in NASCAR. 2006 liveries are on, and they're all going to be driving 500 miles for the $499 for $300. Are you excited?
I'm very excited. I'm sitting here right now. I'm looking at all these beautiful cars. I see that Terry two-time back there with the Kellogg's cornflakes on top. I see the Terry two-time up front too, with the or maybe that's KFB as a young child. Who knows? I see a lot of beautiful cars, and I'm just excited because we're at Talladega. We're in the land of Ricky Bobby. We're in the land of the Garage Guys. This is our home track. This is where we were born and bred. Dale Earnhardt was probably born in the infield somewhere. Ricky Bobby down the street at the Rustler Steakhouse.
Yes, sir.
Me, I was born in Louisiana, but I go there all the time, and I'm just excited, and I love seeing all of these fake people in the stands right now just shifting their bodies with the wind. It's a beautiful sight.
It's a sold-out virtual crowd. They've all come for this prestigious event. Now my message is to you. Do you have a message to say to this beautiful crowd back at home getting ready to watch the sparks fly under a Talladega afternoon?
I would say, gentlemen, start your engines, but I want to say thank you, everybody, for tuning in, and get ready for one of the greatest spectacles in virtual motorsports in the history of fucking time. Let's go fucking race it!
Let's do it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Garage Guy Chase. It's time. It's showtime. Let's get ready to go racing. They're down the backstretch, ladies and gentlemen. This time by, they'll be working their way onto pit road. It's showtime from Talladega. David Cabrera, Benjamin A. Walker, ladies and gentlemen, that's row number 1. Burrows, Wilkerson, row 2, 3 bow ties in the fast 4, 2 Fords in the top 5, and it's going to be an even split between the first 3 rows. 3 blue ovals, 3 bow ties. They come down this time. They'll check pit road speed before we light the fuse and get this one started. Let's do it. Sold out virtual crowd. And let nostalgia ring loud. Earnhardt getting ready to set the tone here tonight, possibly. He's driving the 8. DTI looking for their first e-ticket event, and Garage Guy Chase getting everyone pumped up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and say those magical words you all know and love. God speed drivers. You are go for throttle up. Checkmate. Everyone going to go ahead and come down to pit road, saying hello to the crew guys. As they come back around, next time by, we'll go ahead and get the one to go. 2 by 2 by 2 they roll. And they're going to go ahead and actually give out the first penalty here tonight. Before we even get started, L1 Benjamin Walker decided to pit before the race. He will be starting from the tail end of the longest line, and that's going to be a first, no doubt about it. But we're ready to let the sparks fly one more time. Now let the re-rack begin. It's still 3 bow ties inside the top 5, but back to 2 forwards. Everyone doing that shuffle. Some want to start up front, and they want to stay up front. Some willing to go to the back. We worry about engines. We worry about fast repairs. We worry about everything heading in tonight. But there's one thing you don't have to worry about. That's great racing. From flag to flag coverage, we don't stop this race unless we get a yellow. Ladies and gentlemen, we come this time by for the one to go. Bow tie starting up front. Burrows has been fast on these intermediates. Looks for his first e-ticket event win. It's a strong pack. It's going to be a fast pack. It's 2 by 2 this time by. The one to go. Does Ford go to victory lane and get another e-ticket event win? Does Dodge get there first? Let us know down below. Time to go racing. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. If you're just joining in, we say welcome. Let's go ahead and sound the siren. 1 to go. It's 7:32 local time in Talladega, and a storm is brewing as we get ready to get loud and proud. And it's going to be a fun field, no doubt about it. We've seen already in Speed Week different strategies getting ready to line themselves up. And you just look at this top 20, how many drivers are fast there? Thurston, Rush, Burns, Dominguez, Spencer Burns knows how to win from that position. He's just inside the Sweet 16. Lights off on the top of the pace car. Ladies and gentlemen, that means this time by pace car will make the hard left onto pit road, and we're gonna light them up to the high banks to through 1 and 2 for the final time. Travis Brown back in 7th, starting right there in the target Dodge. He will have Dodge on its back here tonight. He was fast in the All-American 600. He was fast in events previously as well, and he looks to bring a hardware home for Mopar. It's a bow tie lockout row 1, Ford lockout row 2, bow tie lockout row 3, Dodge lockout row 4, Chevrolet lockout back to row number 5. Let's go ahead and get it started right here, right now. Time to dig in. You got your teammates. Go ahead and sit tight with them. Let's go ahead and turn off the background music, because the only music you need to hear, that's the roar of 43 engines getting ready to shift gears and go full throttle racing, because it's full throttle fun to the high banks of 1 and 2. Let's get it started. 3 and 4 this time by. David Cabrera's got a lot on his shoulders, and they will have 188 laps to get it done. Pit strategy, fuel strategy, it could come in here tonight. We've talked about it before. Every e-ticket event this year on a super speedway has had some type of green flag pit stops. Now, the sold-out virtual crowd will rise to their feet as the bow ties lead their way down through 3 and 4. Time to get it done right here, right now. Pace car gets ready to make the hard left onto pit road. Will David Cabrera catch lightning in a bottle? Will Thornquist complete the triple crown? What about Baker? What about Moore all the way towards the rear end? It's gonna be fun from flag to flag. Let's get it started to the NR Thunder restart zone to get rolling. It's Dega, it's loud, it's proud, and it's time to go racing. So without further ado, to get this one started and start the inaugural Garage Guys 499, let's light the fuse, because we're green back home in Alabama. by 2, down to 1. Cabrera got a nice shot down the inside to go and start that one up. Inside still Wilkerson with the 2 by 2. Now the first swing to the outside. It's 3 wide. Champagne lined up. Look, the 48 there in Thornquist. Elected not to go. It's Champagne up 1 row. Now up 2 rows. He's 3 wide back there on row number 3. They're just getting started out. Let me full saw down towards turns number 3 and 4. Cabrera inside. Outside still looks to be Burrows. Now it's 3 wide shuffle again. 2 machines to the outside. Full saw 3 wide action early on. Champagne not waiting up. He knows it's going to be go time and he wants to stay up front the entire run. Vila swings to the outside. It's Cabrera with the bite down low. It's 3 wide now, 3 rows deep. It's going to be a dogfight back to the line. All bow ties out, rest up front. Burrows in the middle. Cabrera down the bottom. Champagne with the swing to the outside. Burrows will go ahead and lead that lap. JGR top of the charts. Glass goes to the middle, trying to go ahead and get a run to go and work with him early on. It still looks to be the 48 top side. Dropping back, maybe not. Still holding the 3 wide. It's Champagne swinging in the middle. Lined up with Glass. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. Cabrera's getting out of dodge. Doesn't like what he sees. Seeing it's getting aggressive early on. You're just joining in. We say hello. We say welcome. It's rush hour for the high banks at Talladega. New race leader. Thornquist on the outside. Lined up with Vila. Now it's Burrows down low. Gets the door slammed there by Champagne. Now the 2 drivers that went 3 wide on lap 1 are wheel to wheel for the lead. Back to 3. Glass holding his own in the middle. Tinsley holding on to 10th. We talked about the shuffle. Todd Tripp up 3 spots. Cabrera started on the pole. Back to 20th. Knows it's a long one. It doesn't want to risk anything. Chevrolet. That's a swarm all around. It's 2 up, 2 down of Laster on lap 3 out of 188. And you look at Lilly just riding hard right here in the middle, but we talked about this before. You've got to stay calm when you're 3 wide, stuck in the middle. You got to worry about that outside lane. You got to worry about that inside lane. Look at this already on the outside. Tanhart up tonight. There was talks about him having a shifting issue. Clearly he's got it fixed up. He's up to that 7th spot. Alvis up to 11, trying to go ahead and get Roush a swing at the top 10. Thornquist in the middle, lined up with Glass, getting dicey early on. Champagne down low now with Burrows. We talked about the shift from top to bottom, how every lane can work at any given moment. It's all about the run. Outside, 24 of Baker. 2 wins, 2 e-ticket events in NR Night in America. Looks to make it 3 here tonight. He's now worked his way to the top 8. He's up to 7th in the 24 Flames around the outside. Champagne, Vila, Thornquist, 3 by 3 by 3. That's 5 rows deep to start. You look at the shuffle back. Gilliam back to 18th. Molina back to 18th now. Still wheel to wheel there with Gilliam. It's 3 by 3 still. It's a landlock in the middle. Some machines with a long saw down to the inside for the freight train. That's already seen that inside lane work very well, at least early on. With Justin Champagne down that inside lane, he's been able to go ahead and capitalize with the run to the center, but still not hold a lot down off exit because of that long line back to below. Now we talked about the runs down off corner exit. User the Gen 4 off the trial, but where you want to be is lane 2. This is where Thornquist goes ahead and gets that great run down off. Back to the line, 48 goes right back to work. He's on top, back down to the 1 and 2. Saw it again. Glass did not have to push. He just had to focus on that forward momentum, and it's talked about it. We talk about it all the time. Just because you're on the bottom lane does not mean you're on the preferred lane. Things will change up. They'll change up quick. We ride on board with Josh Lilly. 5 in out of 188. They shuffle towards the rear end. A lot of these guys, you can see it right now. Some passive aggressive, some just trying to stay up front. Some worried about the long end. Burrows side draft there on Lilly back to the middle. It's Thornquist on the bottom end. Vila lined in with Glass. It's still Tanhart top side. Oh, shoved there by Baker and nearly lost the rear end. They hold the 3 wide now, and it's just that little tap that can go ahead and change everything early on. Now another slice. Tanhart to second. Tanhart to the lead here at Talladega. 6 up, 6 down. The 88's back up front. 4 wide to the outside. That's Brown. Squeeze there by Brown. It looks to be Alvis. And Brown's in the outside wall. He's dropping fast outside the top 25, and that got dangerous quick. Everyone seems to keep it straight early on. Brown out for the count. How about not? But he may be towards the rear end of the draft, at least to start out.
6 up, 6 down. It's already getting wild. Back to 3 and 4. Tanhart holds the outside lane. Now lined in again there with Baker. Trying to make lane 3 work out, but now it starts to fade. Vila to the point. Vila to the top of the charts. Working their way back to the short chute, back to the line. Vila out of the pocket. Looks to be Thornquist. Finds the gap. That's going to work for him. Now they're 3 wide for the lead once more. At the line, Thornquist brings the lows. 48, number 1. They're racing their way back to 1. And it got dicey quick. You can see it right now. There's a big wake-up call. It's early. You don't want to go ahead and put your machine at risk thus far. Tanhart to the top. Gets the run down off corner exit. It's the 8. It's the 24. They're 1-2 top side. But the outside lane loses speed. It's Vila back to the point with Thornquist in the middle. We are starting to see Tanhart realize Baker's aggressive. He's going to stay aggressive. Now goes top to bottom. The 8 leading at Talladega. And they're all back on their feet once more. Lilly to 7, Tinsley back to 8. Burns has found his way inside the top 10. It's Hendrick, top side and middle. It's DEI down on the bottom end. Lined up 3 wide once more, 8 out of 188. Look at it now, just the top 16. They're under a second of each other. Dropping back to avoid any further controversy. Tanhart down low, lined up there with Vila. Thornquist now lined up in the middle. 500 plus watching. You're just joining in. Welcome. It's rush hour from Talladega. You're watching the Garage Guys $4.99 line. An e-ticket event in the beautiful month of September. Baker to the point on the outside. Baker to the lead, but now will stall out. It's going to be the 48 of Thornquist there in the middle. Let's look at the battle box. We've seen a lot of shuffling early on. Who's been on the move and who's not been moving at all. That's what we got to go ahead and watch. Right side of your screen. A whole lot of green. Baker up 28 spots. How about Tanhart up 38 spots to go ahead and start this one? He's letting everything loose. Working their way back to 1. Vila up 22. Lilly back where he started. 4 wide. Tyler Tinsley around the outside, holding his zone, and no one's gonna go with him. The drop back. A shove by Lilly. There with Rush. Still 4 wide. And we've seen drivers try to make that work early on, but so far it just has not gone on. Maybe at this track, once that sun sets just a little bit, it's gonna be a little more grip, a little bit more urgency up in that 4th row. It's fun to try it, but at the end of the day, you don't want to be on a record to go ahead and start this one just 9 laps in. They're still 3 by 3, and they started this race with one thing. They're going to be aggressive, they're going to stay up front, and they're going to give everyone a show. How about Spencer Burns up to the 8th spot? Lined up in the middle. Joyner to the outside, back in 9th. 3 by 3, not going anywhere. Baker across the bow. There, the machine in the middle. That looks glass. To the bottom is still Thornquist. It's a Hendrick showdown. The dogfight back down off 2. Pit strategy, that's all we're going to be talking about as long as we stay green. This is the window, 30 to 40 to 45, and why is it so wide? Drivers may be looking at an opportunity to come down pit road and pit with others. We saw 3 wide, 4 wide, usually in any other NR Night in America race. You would see drivers take that urgency and go for it nonstop, but with it being a 500-mile race, you know you have to be centered, you have to be still, and also, you got to go ahead and find your buddies. You can be 3 by 3 up front, but once it gets down to pit stop time, trying to work your way on the pit road, you pit by yourself and you come in first, you may be coming out just outside that top 25. It's happened before. It could happen again. Now let's look at the conga line down the inside. 3 wide, 4 rows deep. Max Swearinger back there buying his time. Tanhart down to the inside looking to avoid something. That's the 25 of Daytona. That's the 7 of Molina. That's Mitchum. What do they all have in common? They have been shunted out of victories before at super speedways with the aggression up front. They've seen this. It's same song, second verse, this time in an e-ticket. And they know as long as they stay calm early on and get to halfway, well, they'll have no doubt about it. A big shot coming back to the line to complete that last lap. Tyler Tinsley, that driver that went 4 wide, now stuck in the middle. Fading quick, but Baker back to the point. It's 1 forward inside the top 3. Now the shuffle back. Alvis back to 5th. Rush to 3rd out of the pocket. Trying to leave that one on the outside. David Joyner to 8th and dropping back. Quantum threat with an opportunity back through 3 and 4.
Burns is going to make a move to the outside, 3 wide. Tanhart dropped back, did not like what he saw, and is now dropped back to 20th. The shuffle into the rear. Glass stuck in the middle for so long, drops back in. Third in the same boat. Doesn't like what's going on up front, and they're getting out of Dodge. Rush top side there with Champagne. It's Baker on the bottom there with Alvis. It's Spencer Burns in the middle there with Lilly. Now they're back 3 by 3, 4 rows deep, with Stanley with a move to the middle. Up to 11th, looking for 10th. Looking to the quarter panel there, the boss. At the line, Baker, Burns, dogfight. Give it to Spencer Burns. Leads his first laps of the night. Big move. And what's new with this car? What's new with everything in iRacing? Remember, they wrapped out all of the old schemes of the old templates, and we got 43 drivers with 43 2006 liveries. The noise is different. The pushing is different. The fragileness has already changed up. Remember what happened there with Travis Brown? Guess what? We haven't seen him since, and he's well outside now that top 25. You got to worry if Brown probably shunted up that right side just a little bit too much. Vila stuck in the middle. Has never won an e-ticket event before. He's now gotten consistent at winning races again in NR Night in America. He's stuck in the middle. 3 by 3 again. Back to the line. Baker's going to lead another 14 up, 14 down. You're getting in the area where you know you're coming to halfway of a pit stop. You're coming to halfway of that pit strategy. What's the move? When do you make the move? And what's the urgency you want to go ahead and capitalize on? A lot of strong drivers started towards the rear. And what happened was, it started that big shuffle up. Tanhart dropping back. He's on the inside line, freight train. Also, drivers have already led tonight. Thirquist dropping back inside lane, freight train. They led their laps, and they know they have an opportunity to come down pit road. Find a buddy, find your allies. You will need them early on. When it comes down to those last 2 or 3 laps, you may not have any friends. Vila shuffle, Burns to the point in the middle. PTSRI looking to go back-to-back with e-ticket events, and it's still a Chevrolet swarm. Dodge trying to get back in their race-winning form. A lot of daylight down the inside. That's for Lilly. Lined up with Burns, Baker, Alvis. Let's talk about this top 8. David Joyner has never won a race in NR Night in America. Definitely has never won an e-ticket event. Lilly has won, but never an e-ticket event. Alvis in the same boat. Those drivers know how to get it done on super speedways, and they're showing their strength early on. Flexing early on as well has been Justin Champagne. Went from the back to the front and has not left whatsoever. His goal tonight, stay up front no matter what. Stuck in the middle, you don't want to be clogged up and something to go wrong up front. That's the ideal shot there at Champagne, and you can see all he does rear end. Different for Gilliam. He hasn't won since June of 2021. He knows if he lags back just a little bit, let things get way too aggressive up front, he will have an opportunity there late possibly to win. Gilliam's first win in NR Night in America came because it was a wreck fest for the final 5 to 10 laps going into overtime. The field thinned out, and Gilliam crossed the line first to go to victory lane. Could we see that here tonight? Let's look at the stats. 16 laps in. The last time the Gen 4s went to Talladega for an e-ticket event, it was the NWP 400 back in 2021. We got our first yellow there on lap 17, and there wasn't a lot of urgency. It was a simple pick up the rear bumper, turn a driver around. Could we see that again at any point tonight? I think we'll see bumper hooking, but right now we have a stronger field, no doubt about it. Burns up there in second. Quick blink there from the 01. Stuck in the middle. Baker 3 wide. It's been fun, no doubt about it, but ladies and gentlemen, coming to lap 17 out of 188. Spam it in the chat. It's time to turn it up. To the ones just joining in, 18 in out of 188. We've been green since the start. The Garage Guys 499 has found a new leader up front for the time being. That was Josh Lilly. Up to second now, Caden Rush on the outside with a teammate. That's Spencer Burns. A lot of things to talk about here tonight. Hey, when you think internet, you don't think of weather possibly impacting drivers here tonight. Well, that actually changes. A lot of Florida drivers are in the cone of concern for a hurricane that's heading their way. Thurston is one of them. We talked about it before. He's going to risk it all the way through. He's going to get this race done. They're going to see what's going on. But a lot of Florida drivers here tonight with a possible concern if they can get to the end. Chad Thornquist, James Thurston, one driver had to drop out because he was definitely in the red of something's to go wrong. Now it's Cody Workman. Keep an eye on the Florida boys here tonight. If they can get to the end just on their own, it's going to be a massive success. Ford in the middle, Chevy top, Chevy bottom, Baker not giving in, Tyler Tinsley lined up, and now you start seeing that line that starts to go ahead and have some type of rhythm. Champagne back to the middle, 20 in. Do we see green flag pit stops to start out? I bet we do, but right now you got to wonder what the drivers have dropped back, and they're staying in line. They're going to have a better fuel conservation, should I say, to start out. So if they do come to pit road with the drivers up front, there's an incident, everything's going to cycle on through because they possibly came down when the yellow comes out. You got to wonder, including as well, if this could come down to a fuel lottery. What's different with NASCAR racing nowadays is that there's stage racing, and with stage racing you very rarely get that one thing that we like to go ahead and call fuel mileage. You saw it in the 2017 500. Very rarely did you see it after. Right now, tonight, you could see it here. Last one I could think of at Talladega within the stage racing era of NASCAR, 2018 fall. That could be a big difference here tonight. We've seen 3x3, but a caution can come out at any moment. And once the drivers change from aggressiveness to fuel conservation, we could see that train. And every time they come down off turn number 4, it's going to be a guessing game of who's coming in and who is not. Dodge with an opportunity, highest running Dodge in this field, Tyler Tinsley. He's up to the 8th spot down on the inside, 3 wide. That's another blink there. That's Spencer Burns on the outside, really stopping that outside lane, and Burrows is one of his teammates topside. PTSRI knows what they're doing, but what's one driver from PTSRI that we have yet to see so far, ladies and gentlemen? That is going to go ahead and be Frank DeAngelis. His idea, burn off the first 100 laps and then work your way forward. So far, there's a lot of drivers running. In the end of the V400, we still had 40 drivers running with 40 laps to go. So far, we have 43 running, all in the lead lap with 22 laps in. Gonna be a lot of fun to see how it all cycles on out. Champagne stuck middle, not going anywhere. Now the switch up. That's the 38 to the inside. Wilkerson, first run at an eTicket event. Alvis below the line. Tinsley's got to give him some layaway, and they very much do. But Rush is going to cross the bow there. A Baker down low, and it's a tight situation on the bottom lane. Starting to get dicey just a little bit down low. Everyone else starting to give and take. Wilkerson, first shot at an e-ticket event. First arrived on the scene at NR Night in America in summer of 2022. And he's made a lot of steam, no doubt about it. Vila, another one, has done these e-tickets before, but it's yet to win. Can we see Abraham Vila find his way to victory lane? Do we see the single file train here tonight? So far, if we do see it, it will most likely just be on the top side of the inside, but it's been 3x3, 5 rows deep now, but here's the train down low. You look at Ethan Stanley, he knows patience is going to mean everything. You look at Evan, one career win at NR Night in America, he knows patience is everything. How about Gavin Austin? A lot of respect to this driver just within the last couple of weeks. Lined up on the inside, now joining PTSRI for the first time. He's lined up in a Dodge, the 25, Jason Adon. They call it Donda time for him because when it's time to go, he's going to be up there. One of the hardest e-ticket events ever ran in NR Night in America. Car tomorrow, 2011 Coca-Cola 600. Donda fought tooth and nail there at the end, but just came up short. How about Matt Skipper? First career win coming from Talladega. That was just one stream ago. Now he knows aggressiveness will mean everything here late, but so far Skipper running on the left side of your screen, possibly inside the top 20. How about not? Just outside that top 20 run. He sits actually in that 22nd spot, 3 wide again. Burns back to the outside. Max Sweargen stuck in the middle. David Joyner down the inside. Still 3x3 they roll. Strong field, and what's the highest laps that we've got without a caution in NR Night in America for an e-ticket? It was well over 70 if I'm not mistaken. The Brickyard 400
And what was one driver that was running up front during that? Spencer Burns. Burns gets a shot around the outside. Burns back to the point here at Talladega. I love it. Different strategies right now. You look at this top 8, maybe I want to say top 9. They're full on aggressive note right now. They know drivers for the majority. They'll go back to the end. They're going to be passive just a little bit. We saw Tanhart for a little while. He dropped outside that top 20. He's not working his way forward. But a lot of these drivers seem to be on a shuffle. They don't know what they want to pick. Either stay up front, go to the back, stay up front, go to the back. So far, what we've seen so far with this top 6 in the last 15 laps, it has been the same top 6 since the start. 3 by 3 by 3 and not getting in. What do you realize from this as a viewer? There's a lot of trust within this main group. When you start seeing drivers cross the bow a lot and starting to go ahead and take lines away, shutting doors, and then all of a sudden you see some of the top prospects work their way to the bottom to get away from that main group, that's when you know something's dicey up front. So far, we haven't seen a lot of drivers cross to that yellow line down off 2 because they all trust each other and they know it's going to be a lot of fun. Baker Burns wants to watch tonight. We talk about Chad Thornquist has the highest odds of winning tonight. Let's go ahead and talk about drivers with high odds as well to go ahead and get it done. Daniel Buttafuoco. I wouldn't say high, but it's 21 odds. We haven't seen him, and that's because he's working his way to the end. Alvis looking to the bottom there of Baker, not able to get it done. Now let's go ahead and actually go to the next segue. That's the yellow line rule. And at our night in America, there is no yellow line rule unless a caution comes out because you caused an incident below it. If you cause an incident below the yellow line, taking drivers out, you will be given an L5 penalty, which is a disqualification. The yellow line rule is an unwritten rule. If you use it early in a race, there's a good chance you're not going to be let up. Same with late. Going down there is at your own risk, because we've seen multiple times before. Runs to the line, including for a photo finish. Sometimes that valence will be just on that line. And to avoid any type of controversy, our ideal is the driver that crosses the line first is the driver that's going to win the race. Baker to lane 2, Baker to the lead, down through 3 and 4. 2 by 2 in our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Let's talk about the garage guys just a little bit in Dale Center. The best thing to come out in a while. And how about bring back the Winston Garage Guy Chase? Keep up to date on Twitter with the Garage Guys, including on Instagram and all their socials. Also join their Discord. It's free if you're a fan of sports betting. Oh, you're going to love those guys, no doubt about it. The Garage Guys is your segue to getting into sports betting for NASCAR. Keep an eye on them, including throughout the entire night. They'll be in the chat as we continue to roll. Well, the 3 wide started to fade away just a little bit. It's still 3 rows deep, but now it's majority 2 by 2 wide. We're getting into that window where you got to find a line down the bottom. Alvis down low, Burns down low. We have really set out a great amount of laps. And on the right side of the screen, you can see it, 27 laps in on this stint. Baker up 28, Burrows up 4, Rush up 19, and that's going to continue to fluctuate throughout the night. But right now, our ideal is they probably got 3 laps, maybe I want to say about 4, till you really start thinking, okay, who in this main group's going to come down in? Who's going to go ahead and make that first shot down? And then you got to look at the drivers that have the most respect for each other in our night in America. Baker's a household name. Same with Spencer Burns. If those drivers start dropping to the bottom and others don't understand pit strategy very well at Talladega, they could bring followers with them. Now think about teams. Team TCB, PTSRI, Beckman, machines all the way back and forth. How about some mosh pit drivers that are talking with each other in the Discord? They have a set idea of when to come in. And also do not forget about paintbrush racing. Some teams from the last time with the Talladega have started to work together. They say, hey, we're going to pit on this lap. You come with us early. We don't want to go to lose the trap, because last time with the Talladega, every team had a different idea. And next thing you know, it was 4 packs deep of just straight racing all the way through a single file. And it wasn't entertaining up front. Trouble, 1 car outside wall, Max Skipper. That was to the far side of the track off 4. He will lose it outside the top 30. We do stay green. That's the second driver to go in and slam the outside safer barrier due to being squeezed early on. How about this one, Darian Gilliam working his way to the middle. David Cabrera sees the daylight, finds his way up to 18th now. That's on the outside lane, but now it's 4 at rest. Lilly, Burrows, Vila, and more. That's all the outside. Travis Brown up to 11th again. We could be able to diagnose the damage right now. You see on the left side of that target, Dodge A little bit of damage when he got squeezed there by Alvis. Right side probably caved in just a little, but he's in the draft, and there's nothing to worry about. Wouldn't say it's race impacting so far from this 41 machine, and you have to worry. You look back to the old car, you hit the wall like that, you're fine. Keep going. But with this new damage model, you have to worry about what is too much damage to where you may have to use a fast repair. One hit to the outside wall could force you to use a fast repair. But right now for the 41 machine, looks like he's gone away scot-free. Now back up inside the top 12. 3 wide, 31 up, 31 down out of 188. It's a lot of fun to watch these guys go 3 by 3. Blue oval in the middle. Bow ties on the outside of them. Baker has led a ton of laps here tonight, but how about Josh Shuley? Hasn't been an eTicket event in a long, long time. He's back with vengeance, and that 44 top side has continued to get runs down off corner exit, and has got a really good eye there from Burrows. Burrows on the outside, lined up with Vila. Lined up now with Brown. 3 by 3 back to the line once again. It's going to be Caden Rush. 32 up, 32 down. A lot of racing still left to go here from Talladega. This super speedway has brought to you great race in action. Right side of your screen in the top 8. Who's on the move? Rush, all in the green. Everyone inside this top 8 has been on the move here tonight. Burrows up 3 spots. Baker up 25. Lilly up 9. Not a single driver to start this race inside the Fast 4 is currently inside the top 8. Keep an eye on that as things continue to fluctuate. Frank DeAngelis finds himself in the Sweet 16 for the first time tonight. He's now worked his way to that middle, now looking to the outside to find his teammates. Just one of the Dodges that's dropped to the back, and for the most part, we've seen Dodge work their way to the bottom end of the track and get away from what's going on up front, and now they're starting to get comfortable once again, but this is where things get dangerous. If everyone gets comfortable, that seems to go ahead and be a problem for the majority of the time in NR Night in America. Now you have well over the top 25 under a second of each other. They're working their way back down off 2. 3 by 3, 3 rows deep. That goes the 41 in the middle of Brown. Bottom side, that's Tyler Tinsley. Trying to look for a shove, maybe a big move. And yes, indeed, you could see it. Now it's top 23 under a full second. Danhart back to 20th. They've been moving around. They've been shuffling around. Nothing has changed since the drop of the green flag. It's controlled aggression. That's what we've seen with this lap-to-lap coverage. Rush in the middle, lined up there with Champagne. No one making the move just yet. Now 3 wide still. Rush back to the line. Lane 2 still the way to go. Keep an eye on that. Justin Champagne's now lined up with them. Cabrera back to business inside that Sweet 16. Finds his way up to 14th. Tinsley back to 11th, but how about the drivers that have already shocked you early on? We talk about Darian Gilliam. He's up to 12th. We haven't seen Gilliam do very well at e-ticket events recently, but right now he's showing that he wants to go to victory lane here tonight. Does he have the opportunity to do so? 110%. How about Matt Swearigan up to the Sweet 16? Everything continues to change as now it's time to find your buddy because we are in the window for green flag pit stops. This is where things are going to change. That hard left on the pit road will be an interesting sight. Every single e-ticket event on a super speedway this year has had green flag pit stops. Every single e-ticket event in general has had green flag pit stops, but the All-American 600. 3 by 3 they go again. Lilly on the outside. That's 35 up, 35 down. You want to see what's going on when you're a driver in this? When it's 3 wide, let's look to the inside. There with Travis Brown. And there's really nothing you can do when you're 3 wide. You gotta look top, you gotta look bottom, you gotta look top, you gotta look bottom. We've seen it before where drivers can't hold their line. What you can do is you can kind of judge very well off the driver in front of you, that rear bumper. But if you see someone starting to fluctuate a lot, not able to hold their line, that's when it gets dangerous and that's when you gotta worry. Travis Brown, wheel to wheel there with Raul Alves. Remember, those two got in a little bit of a scuffle early on. Doesn't seem to faze any of them. Caden Rush out of the pocket, trying to hold on to that one. And it looks like Champagne will go in and give him the lane back in the middle. The top 3 has not changed at all in the last 8 or so laps. Spencer Burns has worked his way to the bottom, but now drivers on the move. Top 17, under half a second. Now you have to worry because that means well over top 20. The top 25 is under a second of each other as well. Swearigan on the outside, that's lined up with Vila. Burrows on the outside as well, still lined up with, oh, Tyler Tinsley loose on the apron. He's gonna save it there for the Dodge, but that inside lane is gonna lose a lot of options down low.
The perfect opportunity for D'Angelo's to drop low. That's exactly what he's going to do. And Dodge continues its run forward. Daylight opens on the bottom. Max Swearinger and Vila looking 4 wide, but it's not going to work out. The outside lane's going to clog the hole. 37 out of 188. That's just something you got to watch out for. Saw Vila start peeking just a little bit. He's going to peek again. Stanley may go with them. I know Swearigen's peeking out, and they're telling Lilly right now, go to the outside wall. Keep from it going 4 wide, and you know when they go 4 wide, what are you going to have? Drivers dropping all the way back, and some drivers just staying up front. 37 laps in out of this 188, and on the bottom, it's Aldis. Line it with D'Angelo's. Daylight down low for Brown. Does he take it? He doesn't. He will stick to the middle lane, but it's Tanhart back to 11th. Laps winding down from Talladega, but there's still a lot to go. One thing that hasn't changed, the speed. They're on the 24. TCB will lead another. Has led the most laps tonight so far in the Garage Guys 499. It's that great run that we continue to see down off corner exit. Still not changing up. Out of the pocket. That's Justin Champagne. Lined up there with Lilly. Rush still in the middle. 3 wide. Not changing up. Outside lane not formed in. Lilly drops to the middle. Crosses the bow of the 8. Now Daytona starts creeping its way forward. The downstairs run is continuing to hold the lead. Baker clear all around, but holds the bottom side there with Burns. And those two are allies. They may not be on the same team, but they know how to work together very, very well. Burns, Baker, 1-2 down low. Alvis down low as well. Wheel to wheel there with Rush. 3 wide in the back. Swearinger trying to make something work with Stanley, but it's not going to work out. Vila has an outline. That's the 29. Champagne looking to go back top of the turns, but has a long way to do it. Just inside that Elite 8. Oh, man. Big squeeze there on Brown. Travis Brown holding it on in the middle. How about drivers always to the rear end trying to work their way forward? Ethan Workman has yet to sniff the top 10, or should I say Sweet 16 thus far, but is now trying to work his way forward up to 22nd. Champagne lined up with Vila. That's the outside. What do we see now that we didn't see before? Separation on that outside lane. This is the time you want to make up spots if you do not plan on pitting here soon. That's why they're all dropping to the bottom. And they're going to wait to the end of this pit cycle to go ahead and make their way onto pit road. It's now the run downstairs. Find your ticket, find your reservation, and they're all single file in. They're coming in this time, I believe. Swearinger down low. D'Angelo's down low as well. Some machines have already worked their way on. That's Yusa in the 09. The 9 of Gregory, the 17 of Tondriff. And they worked their way onto pit road. Just 1 lap expected earlier. We talked about 30 to 45. That's what you want to go ahead and see. But it looks like lap 40 may be that cutoff point for a lot of these machines. You're going to go from full saw, 200 miles per hour, to down to just 55 miles per hour coming on a pit road. Burrows look for the cut, but the top 4 didn't fight. And they're all going to stay out just 1 more lap. It's a guessing game, and that's what you gotta love to see. If you've ever been in iRacing, you ever been in an eTicket event, some drivers saying, hey, we're coming in this time, and then all of a sudden, they don't make the move down that time. It's a big guessing game, a lot of snakes in the grass when it comes down to green flag pit stops. Keep an eye on that as the night continues to roll on. We went from top 25 under a second, now it's the top 13 under a second, as it's the bullet train down low. Some drivers are going the way on. Ethan Stanley dropping back, single file lined up with Gilliam, lined up with more machines all the way to the rear end, just trying to work their way on the pit road when the time comes. Joyner in, Barry in, more machines have worked their way on. That's outside the top 30. Burrows, Alvis, now comes the swing. Everyone with the mad dash on pit road. Walk up, that's going to be Rush. Gets right in the back end by Alvis. He may have sped Travis Brown sideways, coming into his stall. Maybe not. Still around he goes. Into Max Swearinger. And it's going to be a poor stop there. There are 4 wide, 5 wide trying to get on. 1 into the inside wall. That's the 25 of Daytona. It's so hard to go from full throttle racing to 55, and you have to worry about everyone around you. You ever been on the interstate? All of a sudden, there's going to be a big stoppage right in front of you. You got to worry about everyone slowing down to complete stop. That's what happened. Max Swearinger, a lot of damage on the left side of his machine. He missed his stall. He's going to go a lap down. Race off pit road. Caden Rush will see if he sped. Alvis, Burrows, and more. So an interesting run down the inside. They all come out. Some drivers still looking to work their way on the pit road. This is smart move by some of these drivers to come in a lap early. They didn't want to pit with that big field. I mean, you saw well over 25 came in that time by. The 45, William Schmidt, they call him the chat's champ because everyone in the chat loves William Schmidt. He has now worked his way towards the front of this field, at least to start. They'll all start shuffling out. Tanhart still in. That's back in 36. Vila in now. They're in second. Frank D'Angelo still staying out. A lot of damage there on Max Swearengin. We saw that contact. We'll look to go ahead and be with Travis Brown. He's going to go on a pit road. That's a left front down, or left front suspension all bent up. And they didn't even look like that hard of a hit. Swearengin in. Does he have to use the fast repair? And he will not. He will go ahead and use the optional. Frank D'Angelo still down and in. A lot of damage there from Chad Thornquist. That's on the right side of his machine. Pit road turned into a mosh pit. And now they've all come out and shuffled around. Frank D'Angelis, your race leader, 42 seconds over the main pack. And there's a majority of the field that's lined up and loaded. Tanhart going one down. That's the 96 to the outside of Thurston, now dropping down low. The 11, that looks to be Vila back to 8. Is this the one and only green flag stop? That's what we're going to wonder here soon. The lap's winding down. Your provisional leader, that's Raul Alves. 3 machines at rest up front. Ford, Chevrolet. Alvis, Rush, and Burrows. That will be your top 3 as they find their way around Frank D'Angelis. That's just that big shuffle. Trouble, there goes the 43, sideways on the apron. That goes Marasako. He's going to hold it down there and down into the grass. We stay green. Got jacked up in the rear end, which may have been by Workman. We didn't get a read. Maybe it was Gavin Austin, but that's going to put a big damper on the 43 Dodge. Another incident, but no yellow. He will find his company towards the rear end of this pack. He will single file out, and we will stay green. And that's just a punch to the stomach. You got through the green flag cycle, you got lined up, and then you get into an incident when you're full throttle. That's a big break that he didn't go ahead and loop it back up the track. Would have changed things up big time. Alvis, Rush, 4 seconds ahead. They're adjusting Champagne back to that 4th spot. Thurston back to 5th. That could have been a big break for drivers like Thornquist, drivers like Tanhart. Right now, you're 45 laps in, no caution, and Tanhart, oh man, let me go and rephrase that. If the 48 did use a fast repair, I don't think he did. He did not. The driver came in with the highest odds, has now put down 1, maybe 2 laps. That's an opportunity to go in and find victory lane if a caution happens to wave. Once again, no stages. We run all the way through. Gyro cam. This is Champagne. He sits in 4th. Top 3, they do have drafting buddies up front. As they start working their way forward, it's Thurston downstairs, lined up with Lilly, lined up with Cabrera, and more machines as we continue to work our way. Great save there from the 43. Now your Sweet 16 goes Austin, Wilkerson, Mitchum, Tinsley, Stanley, Workman, Vila, Beckman, D'Angelis, Cabrera, Lilly, Thurston, Champagne, Burrows, Rush, and Alvis. Rear to wheel, Frank D'Angelis on the outside. It's going to be an interesting one. He went ahead and pit by himself, and he's still up front. A little strategy play, catching lightning in the bottle, and avoiding any controversy on pit road. Travis Brown all the way back to 19th, 14 seconds back. Molina back to 20th. This has shuffled things out. The 42 of Workman looking for something big, and so far it was not speeding on pit road for Caden Rush. He sits P2. Two by two, this is the battle for 4th. D'Angelis on the outside, 4 back from the top 3. New race leader, it's Raul Alvis. But guess what? They have some drivers with them. Baker speeding on pit road, had to come down and in. Spencer Burns speeding on pit road, had to come down and in. Right now they're at the tail end of this long line, and this is the mosh pit in the dogfight that's working their way back to 3 and 4. Inside Champagne, lined up with Thurston, all catching the Max Swearengin machine down on the inside. 2 by 2, everything shuffled up. Do we see green flag stops once more? 47 laps on a single yellow, and the pack has all thought about one thing: let's go green all the way. Possibly it would be a first, and it would be interesting to see Josh Lilly on the bottom. He's there in 7th. 2x2, Gavin Austin up to 12th. What they possibly should think about doing is getting in a line in a freight train and seeing how that can go ahead and work out. Spencer trying to work his way and buy some time for a yellow. But right now, if they want to go and catch this top 3, they've all got to start working together. 21 on the inside, that's Jay Cook. TCB, Spencer Burns. Those two drivers made the field their own early on, but everything cycled about. Rush, Burrows, Alvis, that's your top 3. Remember, Rush had to go ahead and lock up the front. But you see right now, that top 4 on back, or should I say 4th on back, are closing in. 3-5 the difference, 49 out of 188. Talladega Superspeedway, you're just joining in. Welcome. This is the Garage Guys 499, and you are watching it live, lap-to-lap coverage, commercial-free. You gotta love it, no doubt about it. Burrow's new race leader as the racing continues on. 49 laps in, race recap so far. Incidents on track, some drivers thrown to the wall, some drivers with a lazy spin, locking it up and saving it. No cautions just yet, and that's what's making this interesting. You got a lot of racing still left to go, and you got to wonder, with how this racing has gone, how do you fluctuate? 4th on back, closing back in. They already have their green flag cycle, typical of a super speedway e-ticket event, including one coming early. You have a strong group of drivers up front, but still 43 racing. Some drivers with incidents that you would guess maybe a caution will come out, he'll be fine, but it's definitely race impacting early on. Max Swearengin hurting the left front suspension. It looks like they did go ahead and fix that, and he's back into his race running form. You see the 29, or you did see the 29 at one point, running up front. Now comes the lifeline there of Hook to the rear end. Justin Champagne, 287 back. The sparks will fly one more time. Closing in is 4th, and they're now up to a 2-8. Through 3 and 4, Frank DeAngelis up to that 7th spot and running strong all night long. Michael Mitchum up to 10th in the Jeff Green Windows Live Chevy. Now Monte Carlo SS has been running strong all night long. It looks to keep it that way back to the line. It is going to be Champagne getting 4th, but Frank DeAngelis helped Leveille on the outside. This 2x2 has caught up big time. And what do you see so far during this race? Why does the clouds continue to go ahead and form over? And all of a sudden you see those shadows, grip levels changing up. Once a cloud goes ahead and drops right over the sun, next thing you know, you got more grip. The second the clouds leave in front of the sun, hot, slick, that's what it comes down to. Burrows, Rush out, is still your top 3. And you have the lifelines lined up behind. That's the lap machines as the main field starts working its way forward. Schmidt inside the Sweet 16. It's 2x2. That's 5 rows deep. A lot of damage there on David Cabrera. That's the right side. And he got flung there on the outside wall. Abraham Vila locked and loaded with DeAngelis. Right now, the idea isn't to go for 4th. It's about how quickly they can catch up to the lead. And if they do catch up to the lead, it's going to be a big storm up front. It's going to be Black Friday on iRacing. Dropping top, dropping bottom, trying to find their way from 16th, possibly up to 8th, possibly up to 4th. We've seen it before. When you catch the main group, when things spread out, everything shuffles about. Valence, Wickerville, everything starts working forward. How big of these runs, these Gen 4 stock cars usually get. They worked their way back to 3 and 4 this time by. Now the gap back to 2, 3, 5. Thurston lined up there with Champagne. One worry here tonight that we have yet to see so far, those are engine failures. Everyone's been keeping in touch with their nose and not trying to blow anything up. Thurston closing in the gap to the rear end there of Champagne down low, trying to go ahead and block that airflow to work their way forward. And that's all drafting right there. They found their way under 2 seconds. Champagne under a 1.5 to the lap machines. Yusa to the outside, now going 1 down. DeAngelis dropping back. Now it's a freight train down on the inside. Champagne has caught more lap machines. That's Matt Skipper. Left side damage on the 16. Lined up with Molina. Now they swing wide to the outside. Lilly's not going to go with them. I think they realize they may have lost a draft in the top 2. Thurston did a really good job. 4 wide at the line. Burrows
Austin's gonna lead that one. Champagne on the apron. Champagne with the run. Champagne to the lead through 3 and 4. What a move. And he shot out of that one. He's out of here. Matt Skipper, trouble on the apron. He's also gonna save it. He hit the jets and he was gone. Out to a half a second lead at Talladega. We didn't see that one, and he wasn't gonna live, but he's gonna have to go ahead and start blocking big time. Rush to the outside. Burrows, make that actually. Burns lined up in the middle there with Tinsley. Wake up call. They're not lifting. To the middle, rush back to the lead, and the big pack forms in once again. 54 in, now coming to 55, this time by Ford back up front. They're trying to go to defend Talladega. Matt Skipper, great save, didn't see that one coming, and we said it before, it's legal. You can't go below that yellow line as long as you do not cause an incident. Baker fluctuating back. And now the Super PAC has formed up again. Gavin Austin to the outside, 3 wide. No one's going to join with them. At 5, Cabrera's got a big opportunity topside. That's what he's going to do now. He's going to be that one machine that tries to get him. Not going to happen. Gavin Austin losing a lot of time. He's going to try to find his way in line, but will not be cleared up. Rush, Tinsley, Alvis, Champagne. That's your fast 4. And the 2x2 continues. Tyler Tinsley has won at Talladega before, but never in an e-ticket event. He has Dodge lined up in the catbird seat down low. 3 wide. Austin on the outside, dropping fast and sailing back. Wilkerson in the middle. And the driver that got Champagne to the lead. Champagne now drops back to 5th. That was Thurston. Now just inside that top 10. It's been an interesting ride so far tonight here at Talladega. The Garage Guys 499 has given you heart-stopping moments so far, but has yet to give you a yellow, and that's what you love to see. Hard racing, electrifying racing. They're still going at it. 56 out of 188. Jay Cook to the middle. One of the lap machines. Not allowing Tyler Tinsley to get up and find his way through. They work their way back to the line once more. Tyler Tinsley lined up with Burns. Rush now goes to the outside to defend himself on the 21 machine. Two by two. Josh Lilly 3 wide. He's going to try to get that run down off corner exit. We've seen Josh Lilly doing great things before. He has that opportunity to possibly go to victory lane as long as he works with the right drivers. Gavin Austin on the outside. One of the Dodges still 3 wide. Burrows to 9th, now back to 10th. Stanley swinging wide, 3 wide as well, trying to make it 3 wide, 3 rows deep. David Cabrera started on pole, back inside the top 10. Now they start to fizzle around. Stanley on the outside with Quantum. Josh Lilly to the lead, this time at Talladega, back to the line. Bowtie's gonna get another. Gavin Austin wants that opportunity around the outside. He's gonna go for the lead. You want to lead at least once, no matter what, in an e-ticket event at Talladega. You want to be on the top of the charts on the biggest stage on YouTube, and right now, Gavin Austin may have that opportunity. He has a fellow Dodger on the outside. That's Ethan Stanley. 3 wide, 4 rows deep. The 11 Avila to the outside, lined in with Wilkerson. Wilkerson starts fading back. It's Cabrera down on the bottom now. Makes that swoop down low, lined up with Alvis. And the 3x3 continues. 58 laps into a 188 lap race. This is NR Night in America. Prime time Tuesday night. Who doesn't love this great race in action? Austin to the line. Austin to the lead for the first time tonight. Dodge takes another swing at it. That's Burns down low. Lilly back to the middle and back to the lead, helped there by Rush. Gavin Austin on the outside, trying to get that run down off corner exit. 5's the difference down to 4. Looking for 3 and 2. They'll be dead even as they work their way down the backstretch. Right on the inside is going to Tyler Tinsley. Spencer Burns, the lap machine, lined up down low. Doesn't have to move whatsoever, but the blinking issue continues to happen with that 01 machine. 3 wide again. Top 14 under a bubble. That's under 1 second. Lilly, Rush, Austin, Tinsley. That's the fast 4. 60 out of 188.
Lily's looking downstairs. He tried to go and throw that block there on Burns. Wasn't going to work. And the 3 wide continues. Austin dropping back fast, all on the outside lane. That's the 10 there of Ethan Stanley, lined up and loaded. 3 wide again. 3 rows deep. Now looking back to 4. Justin Champagne with the conga line down below. And they're about halfway once again to their next pit cycle, already 60 laps in. And right now, it's non-stop action. Lily having to blow out of the gas, making it rush, having to drag the brake. That's in the middle. Gavin Austin on the outside will get the run down the hill. Gavin Austin back to the lead from Talladega, the youngest driver in the field, looking to become the youngest e-ticket event winner. Dodge versus Bowtie. Bowtie wins the dogfight. 61 out of the 188. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. Well, guess what? If you love this great race in action and you want more of it, make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Helps us out a ton as we work our way to 30,000 subscribers. It's the greatest racing you'll find on YouTube, and you'll get that lap-to-lap coverage commercial-free. What's one thing we haven't seen stop tonight? 3 wide racing. It's been flag to flag, should I say lap to lap, of 3 wide racing. Tyler Tinsley out of the pocket. He might have an engine issue. Tinsley slowing down, doesn't like what he saw, and he's very slow down on the apron. Lined up there with Nicholas Hook. And he looks to possibly either drop to the end or has some type of mechanical issue under the hood. That's the first incident we've probably seen tonight. Nicholas Hook on the apron, he's gonna save it. And it's been a bad running thus far with a driver number 4. So far, it's 18 drivers left on the lead lap, but it's been sliding sideways left and right. Some drivers have just not been able to get this setup down right. 3x3, 62 laps in out of the 188. Caden Rush lined up there with Austin. That's in the middle. Alvis down on the inside, still lined in with Burns. Burns looking to stay on the lead lap as long as he can. Let me rephrase that. 19 drivers on the lead lap. Dale Tanhart down on the inside. That's below the yellow line. Ethan Stanley lined up with Vila. 4 wide at Talladega. Champagne in the mix. To the outside wall goes the 11. And they made it work out for the 10, but it didn't work out for the 11 machine. Not at all. Rush hung out in the middle. Trying to go ahead and work his way back to the lead. Still wheel to wheel. Now it's Lily on the outside. We've seen the 4 wide move. It works just a little bit, but hasn't been working out strong. Wilkerson dropping back all the way in that outside lane. It was 3 wide, back 2x2. David Cabrera stuck in the middle. Josh Lilly back to 5th. Wilkerson back to 13th. It's the 3 wide action once again. Rush to the line. Rush holds the lead. Rush with what possibly could be the most laps led here tonight. So got Justin Champagne lined up there in that middle. And lined up there with Anthony Burrows. 43 drivers entered. 43 drivers still racing. As it's been a fun night, no doubt about it. We've seen 3 wide. We've seen 4 wide. We've seen passing on the apron. We've seen things getting dicey, but when you have the strongest drivers in our night in America going lap to lap for 188 laps, very rarely will you go ahead and see a bonehead mistaken. For some, they might be surprised. We haven't seen one just yet. The 3 wide, that's Vila on the outside. The 5 still stuck in the middle. David Cabrera, 64 up, 64 down out of the 188. It's Rush in the middle, now Burns down the bottom. It's Lily on the outside, 3 wide. 3 wide, battle for 3rd. Back to the line. Lily works his way up the conga line to the top side, back down to 1 and 2. The Garage Guys, $4.99. Make sure you guys go in and check out Dale Center and go ahead and check out Bring Back the Winston. Who doesn't want the Winston to come back? One of the greatest racing and full of nostalgia. Go ahead and make sure you follow Garage Guy Chase on Twitter. Go ahead and follow the Garage Guys. Should I say subscribe to the Garage Guys on YouTube? They're the best group of guys, the greatest community when it comes down to racing and all things betting. That is the Garage Guys. You're looking for a great community at our Night in America, live streaming non-stop flag-to-flag coverage. Josh Lee, new race leader. But you go in and join the Discord. It's free. And if you're just trying to get into sports betting, go ahead and see what they do. Garage Guys, a whole lot of fun. Garage Guy Dale, and Garage Guy Chase. Speaking of Dale, he's down on the apron again, coming back down on pit road. Losing laps left and right. 3 wide, Ethan Stanley on the outside, lined up with Vila. And one driver that's been a very, very big dark horse tonight, that's been the 18 machine. Now it's going to be Daniel Buttafuoco. Buttafuoco, once again, 2 eTicket events, 1 in NR Night in America. Both were back-to-back, the Chicagoland 500 and the All-American 600. Did not qualify for the NWP 400, and the reason being was he did not make it on speed. Now he knows he has a shot to make it to the end. 66 out of 188. Let me rephrase it. I was bringing Winston back, but once again, talk about back. It's Dodge up front, looking 4 wide maybe. Now shuts the door on Vila on the outside. Rush in the middle. Lily having to step up top side. Now 3 wide, looking 4 wide once more. The 2's on the outside. That's Gavin Austin shuffling in the middle. That's Spencer Burns. Lily with the side draft. They all leave the bottom lane to go to the middle. Caden Rush has been non-stop leading this second stint of the night. He's back to the lead, but the real question is who can hold on to it when it comes down to a possible another run of green flag pit stops. Workman to 14th, Buttafuoco to 15th, and you know about this long green flag run. What does it help out? The Florida drivers. A hurricane, a Cat 3 hurricane is on their way, and a storm is brewing up front. Nearly 4 wide again when Vila on the outside, but you got to think of drivers like Thurnquist, think of drivers like Thurston. Those 2 stuck in the possible cone of concern. They're trying to just get this race in before they put those shutters up. Down low once more. Thurston back to 11, back 2 by 2. Wilkerson back to that 9th spot. 3 wide Vila on the outside. Baker trying to force a 3 wide. Why does he want a 3 wide? If he gets a caution, guess what? He gets back on that lead lap, and that's exactly what he wants. But it's giving me the 2 machine on the outside, and that's Gavin Austin. 3 wide once more. Gavin Austin wants to find the lead. 3 manufacturers will be at rest for the line. It goes back to Ford. Bowtie down low. Mopar on the outside. Helped there by Baker. Dodge to the lead at Talladega. Crosses 1. Looks to cross 2. Can't get it done. Now he may. Stuck in the middle goes the 2 machine of Austin. Stuck in the lead, and now may have to block 3 lanes at once. The Blue Deuce is back out front. 69 out of 188. That's in the middle. What a run. What a drive it's been so far. Stanley back there in that 8th spot. Still the 3x3 continues. It's a single file run down low that continues to keep the watchful eye. Starting to drop back once again. Top 20 back on that lead lap. Walker to 19th, Daytona to 18th. We have well over 20 drivers on this lead lap. What a run we've had thus far. And to all the super chatters here tonight, we'll be saying thank you and answering everything at the conclusion of this race. We love you so much, and we hope you all love the great race in action. 70 laps in out of 188. We are approaching halfway. Austin still on that outside. You can see Burrows down that inside, just trying to hold on to it. Now cutting to the outside. 3 manufacturers at rest once again. Vila having to roll out of the gas. Gavin Austin chewed up, spin out, goes from sleek to geek through 3 and 4 and drops outside that Elite 8. Now these 2 have been working at it. PTSRI, they came in with a game plan. We talked to Frank DeAngelis, that's the team owner. What did he say? He talked about one thing and one thing only, winning. One of our drivers have got to go to victory lane tonight. We talked with Spencer Burns. We talked with Burrows. They love super speedway racing. Guess what? They're all up front right now in this main pack, and I guarantee you, we're going to see them here up front towards the closing laps of this race. Champagne to the outside, 3 wide, Vila slamming the door, and now they're going to work together. Lines up past Beckman, Jason Beckman, dark horse early on, now inside the top 10 with the laps winding down as we work our way to halfway. 3x3, still not going anywhere. It's the 0-1 of Burns in the middle. Lily up a lane, trying to go ahead and side draft. Burrows down low. We have not seen a lot of pushing. We have not seen a lot of shoving, and that is by design. You do not want to go ahead and push and shove drivers with all that clearance of the rear end. Next time you see the rear end of a machine, look at it. The rear bumper all the way up, higher than expected from others, and all of a sudden the nose of other machines plastered to the ground. You go ahead and lift someone's rear tires up, it's going to turn into a roller coaster, and that's a ride you definitely do not want to be on. 3 wide, 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 Vila, Champagne still working their way forward, and the 3 wide continues. I'm starting to see that outside lane rubber up. Now look at the track. You see all these lines now starting to darken out just a little more. That is also by design. When you started this race, the track was very, very bright, but once these drivers start running every lane, the grip levels will amp up, and once the clouds start covering the sun, things start to change again. Lane 3 is starting to go in and become once again another priority. Lily stuck in the bottom. At one point we saw him up there in lane 3, rubbering out that outside lane, giving the opportunity to Wilkerson, giving the opportunity there to Champagne and Vila to make that 3rd lane worse. Thus far, it's been working out for them, and they've been able to hold the 3 wide battle for 3rd and inside the fast 4. But something you might want to go ahead and see if you're up there is more drivers jump to the top. Vila from 4th now to 3rd, starts to shuffle, trying to get to the catbird seat. Champagne not leaving that outside lane. Baker on the outside again, 3 by 3, 4 machines at rest on the outside. That is 4 rows deep, and Baker starts to drop back once again. Yeah, we're getting ready to possibly see once again another line of green flag pit stops. Drivers lining up down on the inside. Thurston in the middle, Gavin Austin in the middle, Burrows down on the inside, still lined in there with Lilly. 3 wide, looking 4 wide maybe. Burns stuck in the middle, landlocked, nowhere to go. Vila on the outside, and you'll know when they're getting ready to pit because they'll start working their way downstairs and trying to get in line. Last time, they didn't cycle in well, trying to work their way on the pit road. Let's see if that possibly changes this time by. Around lap 80, we can see them all come in. Some drivers that pit early have already worked their way on the pit road. Some machines by default are all on different pit strategies. Wilkerson on the outside, still there with Champagne, not leaving that rear end, trying to get 3 drivers on the outside to work out. But we continue to see that outside lane lose machines left and right. Mostly machines are now lined up on the inside to go single file. That's Workman down low with a quick blink there by the 42. Internet issues for him. That's the 66 of Mitchum lined up on the inside, just trying to get to pit road. And it's the 96, James Thurston, looking to come to pit road anytime these guys make that hard cut. And they'll once again go from 200 miles per hour to just 55 coming on in. David Cabrera stuck in the middle. Not a lot of places for him to run. That is true. They got Ethan Stanley stuck in the middle as well. One of the best Quantum drivers to try to get it done tonight. Quantum has never won an e-ticket event. That could very much change here tonight as we continue to go ahead and watch on approaching halfway. Burrows, Lilly, Rush on the outside. Alvis down low, creeping below that yellow line, letting them know, hands out the window. When is it go time? They're back to the line this time, still 3 wide. Vila on the outside, Champagne still there. And that's the 2 machine of Gavin Austin dropping back once again. Wilkerson to the far side of the track. Baker the far side as well, still 3 wide and shuffling about. And this main pack has gotten smaller and smaller. And that's the one thing that you do realize is a big risk. If you play it conservative early on, you may not have that opportunity late if a race does go green. You're not guaranteed a caution in NR Night in America. You're not guaranteed a caution in an e-ticket event. Is there a possibility of it? Of course. Is there a high possibility of it at a super speedway? There always is. But you cannot be 110% certain. So they're dropped to the back and they're buying time, waiting for something to go their way. So far, you're inside this top 17. You don't want to see a caution. You want to see another green flag stop and another one after it. The reason being, the smaller the pack up front, for the drivers that are up front, the higher the opportunity there is to go to victory lane. You get a late race restart with well over 36 drivers still racing, it's going to be harder for you to win than what you've got right now. So keep an eye on that. If you're an Ethan Stanley fan, you're a Gavin Austin fan, Beckman, DeAngelis, Thurston, keep an eye on these drivers because they all have a big opportunity to possibly go to victory lane. It's the 01 there in the middle. Spencer Burns, a lap machine, but helping his teammates out and not leaving this main pack. And will most likely be pitting with the main group up front, just trying to stay 1 lap down, and that is all. Burrows gets back to the line once again with a 3 wide. Vila around the outside once again. 3 wide shuffle. Wilkerson working his way downstairs. They're getting ready to come in this time by. They're going to split it 40 laps apiece. Another 40 lap split. Which means if they pit around lap 80, the next time that they'll come in will be lap 120. And then this is where it gets interesting. If we stay green, we will have to pit for a 4th time. So they're still not done yet. We could very easily see 4 green flag stops here tonight, where green flag cycles in your pit crew could win you a race. We've never seen that before in NASCAR Night in America with an eTicket event going green all the way, but there is the possibility of it tonight here in the Garage Guys 499. 3 wide, Vila top side, still the 88 of Rush there in the middle. Rush gets back to the line, he'll swing another. 79 out of 188 next time by, they will be looking to come to pit road. Daytona, Walker, Glass, they're 16 seconds back. They have been closing in on this main group up front, but it hasn't been anything to go ahead and make it worth their while. They will know coming on the pit road this time by will be crucial for them to hold on up front. Here's another thing too, you flat spot your tires, you will have to go in and take tires. Some of these drivers here might just be gas and go. Frank DeAngelis may have done the gas and go last time. He's out 13th. We'll see how he shuffles about. Rush, Burrows, Vila, Lilly, that's the top 4. They all work their way off 4, and there's going to be no takers. Next time by, they're projected to come in. Rush slams the door there on Burns, and that could have been crucial, working their way through the tri-oval, but they all hold it together. And a smart move there by the 01 being heads up. No needs a lap machine. To the high banks, back into 1 and 2. Rush, Vila 2x2. Rush kicks it up a lane. Trying to put the block there on the 11. And he's trying to force these guys to possibly not sit with them. The only thing is, now it's going to put Rush in the middle. Vila from top to bottom. JGR is going to bring the hardware back. Number 1, Abraham Vila, top of the charts at Talladega. Down off 4, do you see the shuffling coming down in? They do not. They will stay out an extra lap. Nobody comes in from this main group. Wow. So they may say a lap more, maybe 2, because remember that out lap, they weren't up the full song. 81 out of 188. Cabrera back there in 5th. Burrows back there in 6th. Wheel to wheel, it's David Cabrera on the outside, back in that 5th spot. Abraham Vila had the lead, but now John's back, and they've all now single filed in down low. This is where it comes down to right here. How do you get on and off of pit road? We talked about that sold out virtual crowd. They're getting ready to come on their feet. You want to work your way on stronger. Last time, a lot of these drivers are locking up, getting into each other. The dash on pit road won't come this time by. It's all about the bluffing game. 81 turns to 82 out of 188. Now they want to see those green flag pit stops, no doubt about it. Now David Cabrera working his way to the outside there, Baker. Cabrera trying to go ahead and make up as many spots as possible before the dash onto pit road. Up to 5th. Looks for his way at the 4th. That's Champagne down low. And JC's been fast, he's been aggressive, but he's been smart. Keep an eye here on Champagne. He might be coming in 5th, but maybe coming out 1st, you never know. Alvis may be bringing him in this time by. Rush, Vila, Cabrera, that's your top 4. The dash on, here they go. Around goes the 99. Alvis locks it around, sliding down the apron. Gets through for the most part, losing a lot of spots. They're all in. Vila is in to the right sides, come up on the 11. They do. It's going to be a 4-tire spot, maybe 2 tires. We'll see how it goes. No left sides just yet on the 11. Now the second pack comes in. That's Walker. That's Joyner. 45 is Schmidt, in and out. David Joyner looking to go and have a nice shot. Darian Gilliam in and out as well. It's rush hour on pit road. 4 tires seems to be the name of the game thus far as it continues to stay that way. Your leader coming in, slide it up, that was Alvis. And guess what? He's coming out outside the top 12. Talking about that second group, they're coming in this time. Rush is in, now more machines coming in as well. Pit road still full of machines. Baker staying out. 3 wide, 4 wide, they've all come in. And once again, we stay green. 84 out of 188. Wow. It's going to be the dash. Max Swearigan on pit road. 15 to Darian Gilliam. The only driver that has yet to pit thus far looks to be Frank DeAngelis. There he is, lined up. He's going to use the draft, probably come in next time by on his own. And he wants to stay away from any of the wildness up front. Green flag pit stops, no doubt about it, will be one of the most exciting things you'll see tonight. But Alvis with a slide and no caution. Rush will come out as your virtual leader. Rush, Burrows, Buttafuoco, Austin. That's going to be your virtual new Fast Four. On provisional Fast Four, should I say. Yeah, there they are. Start cycling about. Let me go ahead and rephrase that. It's going to be Thurston, maybe Stanley. As we look for your leaders, as the overlays start being updated, we get ready to keep the action here live. Frank DeAngelis, David Cabrera now down and in. And here's the single file train from fourth on back. And they roughly came in around the same time, but we saw it before. Alvis came in first, came out 14th. Just that little slide forced them all the way back. How fast your pit crew is could very easily determine the winner of this race. It's a unique one, no doubt about it. And you gotta love the great race in action. DeAngelis now up by 42 seconds. Night America fueling victories all year long. You're watching the Garage Guys 499 live. 2 cycles in and not a single yellow. Rush, your race leader, and now Group 2 has formed in. It's going to be feeding time at the zoo. That's William Schmidt to the outside. Does Rush throw the block? He's not. He will stay down low. Dodge versus 4 to the line. William Schmidt is going to go on provisional lead back to 1. And DeAngelis out front by 41 seconds. Schmidt, Champagne, Stanley on the outside. Thurston there as well. Laps winding down. We approach 100 to go here soon. So now bottom lane's not cycled out as much as they want to. Throws a rear end, still trying to get a lead on the drivers that throws the rear end of the field. Tinsley, Cabrera, as the overlays will need to be updated to go ahead and cycle them out correctly. William Schmidt, Caden Rush, that's your top 2. Justin Champagne, that's on the outside lane, still lined in, trying to get something working his way. Ethan Stanley on the outside. 87 turns to 88 next time by. Frank DeAngelis on to pit road. He's in this time. Next time by, we'll have 101 laps remaining. We're going to call out the penalties. Barry, Vila, too fast on pit road. And the drivers you see right now, they're in that main pack. They have not had a speeding penalty at all here tonight. Stanley on the outside, there was Champagne. Schmidt on the outside as well. 87 will turn to 88 this time by. Rush versus Schmidt. That middle wheel will carry back to the line. Ford versus Dodge. Dodge still looking for their first eTicket event win. Caden Rush is going to go to the lead. Yeah, from what we're seeing, it looks like the toll machine. Frank DeAngelis dropping all the way back. You see, we still haven't gotten a read on a lot of these drivers. Some of these drivers are so far back, we have not gotten a read on them, so we will go and get a read now. Walker, Gilliam, Glass, they are all on the lead lap. Same with Glick, same with Marlowe. We weren't able to get a read on the intervals just yet, so it is well over 18 drivers still racing on the lead lap, if that's what you are wondering. Looks like actually we're getting now the word well over 30, but they're so far back they can't be called on the intervals just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, this time by, just 100 laps remaining in the Garage Guys 499. Rush to the bottom, outside the 45 of Schmidt. Steve Vila still trying to make himself known up on that outside lane. Pulls the 3 wide strong. Looking for a run, possibly down off corner exit, still 3 wide. Vila looking to get back on the lead lap. And he for sure is 1 lap down, but since he is in this main group, they're calling it as he is up to 17th. Currently, he is well past in that 23rd spot. Champagne in 3rd. It goes Gavin Austin looking down the bottom. Max Swearinger, we talked about him being one down before. Now he's not. Frank DeAngelis well off the pace and will now soon become a lap machine. Rush versus Burrows versus Schmidt versus more machines lined up. Back to Gyro. And it's very easy to oversee how hard this is. You know, this is how it goes. 90 laps all the way green, not a single break. That's tough for a lot of these drivers. Knowing that you just had 2 green flag cycles, you could see a third. There hasn't been anything to impact the yellow. Then you got to wonder, are they not being aggressive enough to go in and make big moves? Ethan Stanley on the outside may force a 4 wide with the lap machine. That's Tanhart. 4 wide, the 8 machine drops back once again and will line up in the main group. Pit road has brought a lot of close calls, but has yet to bring a yellow. 90 up, 90 down. Could we see for the first time in NR Night in America a caution-free race? Guess what? We have broken the record for the most amount of laps in a race and the most miles ran in an e-ticket event without a caution coming out. That's 91 laps at Talladega. History being made for the first time here on iRacing. Gavin Austin dropping to the inside, doesn't like what he sees. Still 3 wide, and now it's the conga line all the way to the rear end. A lot of single file racing all the way back. You see some of these drivers just trying to hold on. That's all the way back, the 15 of Gilliam, the 6 of Glass, the 48. Now looks to go ahead and be Thornquist. Lined up and loaded and knows right now they are out of contention unless something goes their way. They're going to need a bone to go their way, no doubt about it. 3 wide again. Vila top side, Champagne letting it rain. 3 wide, back to the line, 92 out of 188. Ethan Stanley has the door shut. Rush contact there with Burrows. Now more contact as well. Still stuck 4 wide. That's going to be the battle for second. I got Dicey there in the middle. Caden Rush, the 11 machine. That goes Abraham Vila. Now they've all cycled through. The 29, Justin Champagne, roll their way to the middle. Rush side draft there on Burrows. It's going to get dicey throughout the entire night. You talk about Ethan Stanley, another one, having some issues with the blinking. And this long green flag run, well, guess what? It's big for the Floridian viewers. It's also big for the Floridian drivers. As this race continues to go ahead and go their way, at least time-wise. 93 laps in, 188. They've now cycled back out 2 by 2 to the field. Tanhart led early on, has dropped back multiple laps down. You got the 18 machine there. That's Daniel Buttafuoco. Inside the top 10, the drivers with the most wins in NR Night in America for an e-ticket event. That's Daniel Buttafuoco. He has yet to lead a single lap tonight. 4 wide once again. That's the battle for 4th. Should I say 3rd? Dicing it out one more time. Stanley on the far side. Vila stuck in the middle. Back to the line, 94 out of 188. And Caden Rush did a really good job. You started to see him getting more aggressive. There were Burrows, there were Vila. Knowing, hey, you're not going to go ahead and abuse me like that. This race has gone on long enough. They all got comfortable. And so far, there's a rhythm that they have built up that could definitely lead them possibly to victory lane. And it's still a big, tight pack. Now it's to 12, but you got lap machines in the way. Skipper down low, Cabrera down low, forcing 3 wide thus far. Cabrera getting trained on from down on the inside lane. It's the 0-1, Spencer Burns. Tight squeeze, Thurston there into 3rd. The Fort Myers driver, he's loving this long green flag run, trying to beat the Hurricane, trying to win the race all at once. 95 out of 188. He's inside that fast 4. 3 wide again. Clouds covering the sun, back down into 1 and 2. Ladies and gentlemen, we're halfway in the Garage Guys 499. Playing it smart, playing it safe. That's what it's about right here. Champagne back there and forth, dropping back just a little bit, stuck in the middle. Still 3 wide, and now 2x2 shuffling about to the outside. Stanley lined in there with the 11 Avila. 3 wide, that's once again. You saw 4 wide, but you can see how dicey it gets. Everyone keeping their car in check. Everyone keeping their vehicle in check. Out of the pocket, out of the groove. Now looking 3 wide. Justin Champagne wants to take the lead right back. And he will. RCR goes back top of the charts. The 29 machine to the lead. Back through 1 and 2. 3 wide, rush back to the middle. Still there with Lily. Just joining in, we say welcome. It's been rush hour, and it's been a caution-free Garage Guys 499. This lap-to-lap cover is presented by NR Thunder. NR Thunder just added 40 brand new paint schemes that you can go ahead and grind for, and a whole lot of brand new racetracks. If you haven't played in a while, go ahead and check it out. NR Thunder free to play on Roblox. And guess what? You see these Gen 4 stock cars racing? They're coming to NR Thunder very soon. The timetable could be November or October. 3 wide, now 4 wide. Rush to the bottom, still 4 wide. Stanley on the outside, helped there by Vila. 97 out of 188, now they shuffle again. Lily to third, Thurston to fourth. Rush to the lead, to the high banks of 1 and 2. Start to shuffle about. Starting to get more and more aggressive, should I say, Max Swearigan. But right now, he's just been buying time since that one incident coming out of pit road. 3 wide, Josh Lilly around the outside. Still trying to make it work all the way to that top side. 3x3 still. Stanley in the middle. Rush lined up with him. That's Burrows down low, still lined up with the 0-1 of Spencer Burns. Burns has been leading this pack, but he has not been leading the race at all. He is still trying to keep himself from going 1 lap down. Currently scoring on the left side of your screen in the 15th spot. Caden Rush finds his way back top of the charts. 3x3, the one machine working his way up. Drake Berry, that's around the outside. Berry, a late entry into this event, and now finds himself with an opportunity possibly to contend with the front runners up front if we get another cycle of green flag stops. Stanley all over the rear end there with Caden Rush. Rush in the middle, contact. Stanley down and into Burrows. Burrows caving in the right side of his machine. We stay green, another save. Nearly 100 laps into this race. Wow. Burrows will lose a lot of time. Stanley has daylight down low, but has nothing to give for it. Josh Lilly on the outside lane. How about again? 4 wide. That's the battle for third. Champagne far side. Gavin Austin far side. 4 wide. 2 rows deep. Back down into 1 and 2. Not giving up. That's what it's about right here. Justin Champagne has the forward momentum carrying everyone back on their feet. Once more, it's Burrows down low. It's Rush in the middle. Lilly to the far side. Back 3x3 they go again. Man. And they're once again on their feet. Lilly wants to swing on the outside. Justin Champagne is going to give it his all night long. You cannot expect him to just sit around. Josh Lilly wants to get back to the lead. He's on the outside. Next time by 1, or should I say 88 laps to go. Lilly, Vila to the far side. Rush in the middle, lined up with Stanley. It's the all-star lineup in NR Night in America. All-star drivers on the greatest race here on Sim. The Garage Guys 499 on the greatest run NR Night in America. Feeling victories all year long. We ride inside. Who looks to be the machine of the 2? That Blue Deuce has got a lot of running going for him. Been up, been down, been all over the place. Gavin Austin trying to get back into form, possibly trying to win this race. And no doubt about it, if you're going to win this one, oh, you're going to earn it. Rush back to the line, lined up with Stanley. 88 to go. 3 wide again. Lilly on the outside, lined up with the 1. That's Berry. 4 wide, 2 rows deep. That's what they saw, and they all cycle back. How about the 12? That's Frank DeAngelis. And he's all the way down to the inside. Has now formed into this main group. Remember, Frank's 1 lap down. 43 drivers entered, 43 drivers still racing past halfway. That's the second eTicket event to have that happen. The NWP 400 and now the Garage Guys 499. Ethan Stanley with Quantum Threat brings Dodge versus Ford versus Chevrolet. Rush will lead another. Caden Rush has led the most laps here tonight. Right now, if you're going to win, you're going to have to beat that 88. He is going to be tough to find a way around. And Stanley takes a swing to the outside. Might take a swing down off corner exit. He's got Josh Lilly lined up with him. All screaming opportunity. Goes to the middle. Slams the door shot on the 88. Now slams the door on Burns. Ethan Stanley to the lead. Now leads to the far side to the inside now through 3 and 4. Great run. The only thing is he may lose the lead now. He's definitely got that safety net down low. Whoa, Vila well out of the groove and nearly into the outside wall, making it 3 wide again. Everyone gangs up on the UPS Ford to the line. Ethan Stanley, 103 of 188. 3 by 3. Still holding strong, Max Swearigan. So work his way forward. A couple of these lot machines have dropped back. Trying to just keep it easy. Same with William Schmidt, but that's inside the top 10 for him. 3 wide contact. That was Gavin Austin. Keeps the 11 from right rear bumper hooking them. They stay green. They're still well in the throttle. There have been so many close calls tonight. And in iRacing, it's so easy to wreck on a super speedway. Props to the drivers for keeping their head in the game as we are right now making history in our night in America. 103 green. Do we go green without a caution here tonight? And that would be something to see, no doubt about it. Dodge back in business, 104 of 188. These skis based off the 2006 era. Denny Hamlin was a rookie that year. So right onto the outside once again. That's with Josh Lilly. We're going to go ahead and work his way forward. That's top side, still 3 wide. Now look in the middle. Josh Lilly, one of the youngest drivers in this field, and trying to hold on to what matters the most for him. He's stuck in the middle. New race leader, that's Anthony Burrows. A lot of dirt on the grills of these machines, a lot of dirt there on the nose. And when you go green this long, you wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing a lot of these guys have their entire grill filled out with just bugs. 105 of 188. Lilly to the outside. Thurston dropping back down low. Glass to 15th. Tinsley to 16th. 2 by 2. Frank DeAngelis, 1 down. 18 of Buttafuoco back to 9th. I think Buttafuoco's got to get up there and start swinging with these guys. Starting to see some of these lap machines dropping all the way down to the inside. That's the 4. Nicholas Hook has been having issues all night and has not been able to work his way at all. Gavin Austin down low, lined up 2 by 2. 3 wide, Michael Gregory, the winner of the 2005 Daytona 500. That happened in March. Now going 1 down as well, forcing these guys with a 3 wide squeeze. Now going to the far side again. That looks to be the one of Barry. At the line, Rush will lead another. Gavin Austin stuck in the hornet's nest down low. To the outside, that goes the 11 of Vila. And Vila wants to win this one, no doubt about it. He's won before at Talladega. He's had things not go his way recently on super speedways. Tonight could be his night that he gets crowned his first eTicket. But right now, he's going to need help if he wants to get there. He's got to be smart on and off of pit road. This is not any other super speedway race where you can go ahead and depend on a yellow. You can't depend on a yellow here tonight. And right now, it's being very much proven. Swearigan, Gregory, 2 by 2. Schmidt down to the inside. Matt Skipper riding around, buying time as time starts to go ahead and give in. 106 to 107. Rush in the middle. Lilly lined up with him. Back to the line. It's Vila again around the outside, trying to make that far side work. What a run we've had so far. Wilkerson finds his way, dimed up inside the Elite 8. Spencer Burns has proven to everyone that he belongs up front, whether he's a lap down or not. Caden Rush versus the 11. We've seen that outside lane trying multiple times to get it working. They just need more machines up there. You see Justin's trying to get up there to make that third lane work. We've seen 3 wide, we've seen 4 wide, but we have not seen it long term. Rush is going to block to the middle right here at the 44. 3 wide again. Sign drafted on the quarter panel. That's the 96 with the 11. Thurston versus the 11 machine of Vila. Vila drops back once more. Let me rephrase that. Vila's 1 down. So right now he's just battling to try to get back on the lead lap. Cabrera's on pit road. Ladies and gentlemen, we're past halfway again to see another line of green flag stops. That's going to be massive. We get 3 in a row. That'd be unbelievable. Burrows down low, lined up with Stanley. Rush for the first time tonight will lose his reign. Drops back in the middle and sails back. Lilly versus Burrows will also be the 96 there. Thurston on the outside. 3 wide, Gavin Austin down low. They all have that opportunity to possibly come to pit road once again. Vila, contact there what looks to be the 88 of Rush. Rush lined up with Thurston, that's on the outside, make that row 2. Josh Lilly to the lead, trying to hold on to it, back to 1 and 2, and Burrows can't go ahead and make that inside lane his, because he has Burns right in front of him. That's a teammate, that's an ally. He may go ahead and lose the lead here and there, but I guarantee you, if this thing goes green, Burns is gonna go ahead and drop out of the pack and help Burrows possibly get to the lead and hold on to that win, or hold on to secure a possible win. But right now you see it, lane 2 is really rubbered in well, and that second lane started to rubber in and become the preferred groove, at least here late. The real question is lane 3, Thurston up to block the 11 again. Vila's gonna try to go in and give him a shove. Lined up there with the 1 machine to the far side again, that's Drake Berry. 109, switch it up once again to 110 out of 188. Laps winding down, just joining in, we're past halfway. 110 laps completed. This could be the shortest in time when it comes down to an e-ticket event, but definitely one of the more exciting and unique e-ticket events. Lilly to the middle, lined up there with Rush. Rush is not going to leave that rear end of the 44. Lined up and loaded, Gavin Austin to 6, that's downstairs. Lined up there at the 9, that's Michael Gregory. The 11 of Abraham Vila, lined up with Thurston, 3 wide again. We have been seeing 3 wide racing non-stop tonight. Rush on the quarter panel there, Lilly. Trying to get something to work out. Lilly to the line. Sticks across the board out of 188. And Rush is going to drop back to 4th. Still 3 wide, that middle groove. Lost a lot of machines. Now they're all going to the far side. Justin Champagne joining the ranks. Onto the outside again. Once again, $300 on the line. Thurston trying to get it done. The Florida driver trying to find victory lane at Talladega. Can he capture the flag here tonight? Only time will tell. 3 wide, looking again. Lilly in the middle. New race leader, it's Anthony Burrows. Rush is going to go to the middle as well. 3 by 3. Thurston. Side draft there on Lilly. Trying to hold the middle lane at bay, won't work out. Still 3 wide, now Lilly out of the pocket, goes to the far side. Rush is gonna try to defend, can't get it done. And for the second time tonight, Caden Rush will be hung out to dry. That's twice now, and he still holds on to that top 8. That's something that you gotta keep an eye on. Even when he's by himself, he knows how to go ahead and manipulate the air. 1 in the wall, Vila drops back just a little bit, allows the outside lane to stagnate, allowing Justin to make a move to the rear of the 88, now looking possibly 3 wide. Back to the outside, the far side is gonna work out again. Josh Lilly to the line, Josh Lilly to the lead, caution is gonna wave. And on 113 out of 188, an incident towards the tail end of the field will bring out the yellow. And we may not have seen it, but we will go ahead and try to diagnose it. Yes, there's damage. That's going to be the 17, Zach Tondriff. And this will change everything. Tondriff, a lot of nose damage there on the 4. David Joyner, rear end damage. A lot of damage there on Alexander Dominguez. So an incident way in the back will spring out the first yellow. Tyler Tinsley damaged as well. That's on the left front. And maybe a 4-car incident will rack them and stack them. And we are going to have a fight like we've never seen before. Let's go ahead and see if we can possibly see a replay. It was all the way in the back. And once again, we talked about how they separated so far. We can't see what's going on down in turns 3 and 4. That's possibly what happened here. Yeah, so they're blinking out because we don't see them at all. Can't go ahead and see David Cabrera. But it definitely was an incident. There it is. Todriff. And they look to have come apart. That was with Evan Marasca. Both those machines came together. Yeah, they were all the way in the back. I don't know what they were racing each other hard for. The caution will come out, and it's going to bring everyone on a pit road. So 4-car incident will go ahead and spike the first yellow of the night, lap 113 and of 188. The pit road's open. Big opportunity, big gamble for a lot of these drivers to work their way onto pit road and try it again. 43 drivers will also still have a shot. Remember, they all still have their fast repair, so things will go ahead and change. Coming off pit road, Caden Rush working his way through, Ethan Stanley as well. And when you have 43 drivers and they're all separated by wide margins, it's very hard to go in and get a read on what's going on. Nicholas Hook, Tanhart, all to the back trying to go ahead and work their way back on the lead lap. Josh Lilly, Caden Rush, Ethan Stanley, Justin Champagne, Anthony Burrows. That's your new top 5. Wilkerson to 6th, to Donna to 7th. Third pit stop here of the race, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a fun one. It's been an interesting one. And 500 miles, well, guess what? It's going by just like that. Let's go ahead and see if we can talk with some drivers before we get back to the green flag action. Spencer Burns, this is John. You got a copy?
What's up, John? How you doing?
One caution, and we're on lap 114. Was it expected or not?
Honestly, not at all. I expected there to be some clean racing, but for us to go over halfway through the race without a yellow, I'm decently surprised.
Well, it's interesting. You had 2 green flag pit stops back-to-back. Every eTicket event this year has had at least one besides the one at the fairgrounds. With that being said, do you think it's going to get spicy up here, or do you think they're going to continue the green and clean racing?
So I feel like a lot of the better drivers, a lot of the guys that I know, were kind of running up front, kind of mixing it up for the lead. Now that we've got about 74 to go coming up here, you're probably going to see a lot more guys trying to put 3 wide, 4 wide, and unfortunately, you're probably going to see a few wrecks.
Well, it's going to be interesting. An incident way in the back brought it together. You were one down, but you were up front, still hanging with these guys. Walk me through those pit sequences. We had some of these drivers coming in and making mistakes left and right. Next thing you know, caution is thrown in the wind, and now they're all back together.
No, that's what I was saying over game chat. Me and Big Hoss, Kane Rush, we were kind of locking that front pack down. If I was actually going to lead up, I feel like I would have been leading like 35, 40 laps. So, yeah, the first time coming in, I just didn't know there was a lack of grip down there. Locked it up, went in about 30 over. Just caught up with the lead pack again, stayed up front. And then second stop, Caden Rush and I got about 2.5 seconds up front. So if we do get the green flag pit stops, I'm not sure if we're going to again. Hopefully get a huge lead and stay out front.
Well, we're going to go ahead and delay the green here. We'll get the 1 to go, what looks to possibly be next time by. And with that being said, you rack up 2 by 2. What's the strategy call from your end? You have a lot of viewers back home. They've been seeing you all night, but still got a strong field up front.
It's going to be the same thing for the viewers. They're going to see me up front, except this time you're actually going to see my position on the leaderboard.
Well, you have a big group of people watching back at home. You want to say anything to them before we get back racing?
I don't think anybody from back home is watching, but hello, everybody else.
This is going to be a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Spencer Burns driving the number 01. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for the restart. It's next time by, but let's go ahead and try to dial in one more driver before we get ready to go back racing. Let's go ahead and dial in William Schmidt. As Schmidt's been in that 45 machine, he'll be restarting inside the top 16. Schmidt, it's to John. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
One caution so far, 115 laps. Walk me through the strategy so far tonight.
Well, strategy was just take it easy because I thought they would have died about 100 times over by now, but surprisingly only once or twice. But yeah, I mean, after I think it was the second pit stop, the one where I ended up somehow getting a really good stop, I figured I might as well try to go for the lead because, you know, I can't just spend all day hanging at the back, you know, have a little fun. Go up there. I don't know if I let a lap or two. Hope I did. But yeah, I mean, especially right now, I feel like it's going to be important to hang at the back again. Everybody's back around each other. People are going to be a lot more aggressive. So I'm definitely expecting to see a lot more wrecks here.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to get the one to go this time by. The chat loves you. I mean, that one time where you're racing at Talladega there with the, I believe it was the Gen 6, the whole chat was rooting for you. William Schmidt, you restart in 13th. You're in the red, white, and blue number 45 on the inside. Dodge has never won an e-ticket event, and you have that opportunity to hand it to them. Are you going to go do that?
Yeah, hopefully. It would also be pretty cool to get one as well. My co-owner, Andrew Schulte, it's his birthday, so it'd be a pretty good birthday present for him, too.
Yes, it would. Good luck tonight, Schmidt.
All right, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one to go is coming out this time by as we get ready to go ahead and try it again. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long. We extended the caution to go ahead and give these drivers that small little break. Go ahead and shuffle things about, get some interviews in, and now we're getting ready to go back racing. 116 out of 188. Lily Rush, Stanley Champagne. 43 drivers entered, 43 drivers still racing from what we have heard as we get ready to go once more. One caution down. Last time we had a long green flag run, or should I say a very long green flag run for a restart. Ladies and gentlemen, we also found out that we had an incident on the restart right after that. We'll see if things do happen to go ahead and form a pattern. And we are getting confirmation all 43 machines still racing. Let's get ready to roll. Lily, Rush, Stanley, Champagne, that's your new Fast Four. Burrows, Wilkerson, Mitchum, Daytona, that's your top 8. Time to dig in. One Dodge inside the Fast Four, 2 Chevrolets in there as well. A Ford swings topside as we get ready to try the 2x2 once again. NR Night in America, fueling victories all year long, just 9 subs away from 29,000, and then starts the beautiful track to 30K. If you love these e-ticket events, don't forget to subscribe with notifications on, and don't forget to drop a like. Support the Garage Guys and go ahead and join their Discord. It's free and it's fun. Everyone else back on their feet. Is this race going by quicker than you expected? Well, that's just because we have a strong group of drivers getting ready to let them loose once again. Ford on the outside, bow tie on the bottom, a stacked, sold-out Talladega crowd leads it back to the Tri-Oval, to the NR Thunder restart zone. We're green once again in the Garage Guys 499. Lily Rush 2x2, dropping to the bottom end. That looks Champagne lined in there with Burrows outside. Wilkerson still with Mitchum. They drop topside. Now they're losing more speed. Down to the inside goes Wilkerson. Finds the line in front of Daytona. Top 7, single file down low. Caden Rush out of the pocket. Looks to the far side. Stanley still down and in. 2x2. They try it again. Fusion versus Monte Carlo. Bowtie versus Blue Oval. The dogfight for the full saw. Back through 3 and 4. Champagne cannot lose Rush right here. Back around that outside. Fresh Goodyear rubbers. Lined up and loaded. Back to the outside through 3 and 4. Caden Rush back in business. Josh Lilly still down the bottom. The 2x2 is going to continue. Josh Lilly is going to lead another 118 out of 188. Rewind, that's Travis Brown to the far side. All the way to the outside, looking for an opportunity. Nothing's going to give. If we do go green on the way, they will need to pit one more time. Daytona to the outside, trying the 3-wide move. Justin's gonna join him. Champagne outside, Rush in the middle, Lily on the bottom. Here comes Burrows, lined up and loaded there at the Ford, trying to get Rush back to the lead. Middle lane needs some help, and they're gonna get it. It's the Home Depot Chevy pushing the UPS Fusion to the line. Rush is gonna get him. Justin Champagne still has that outside lane rolling. Daniel Murphy inside the top 12. Baker's up to 12th as well. Sweet 16, Gilliam and Schmidt 3 by 3 by 3. They still roar. Champagne far side, lined in with Daytona. Rush in the middle, still lined in with Burrows. Champagne tries to go ahead and block Rush. Can't get it done. And the outside lane starts to fall back. Yeah, that could have been disastrous. But they all hold on. Baker in the middle, working his way forward. Michael Mitch on the 5th. Middle lane trying to work out, and it is. Bottom lane trying to make downstairs work their way forward. Rush will lead another 120 out of 188. Contact, Gilliam's gonna save it off the nose there at Thornquist. He's gonna drop back, now drops to the inside. You can see the two. Gavin Austin does not like what he sees going on up front. 3 wide. Justin Champagne outside. Caden Rush in the middle. Burrows packed in like sardines in a can. That's for the middle lane. Landlocked nowhere for the 20 to go. A lot of daylight down on that bottom. Big opportunity there for the 01. 120 out of 188. Turns to 121. Laps winding down from Talladega. Thornquist dropping back there in 20th. Top 27 under 1 second. Now make it top 23. Lilly down to the bottom. Shoved there by Stanley. And with laps winding down, you know you may have to pit at least one more time. That's a given. You will have to pit one more time. One caution in the books so far. All these drivers still racing. If we get another shot at green flag stops, it's going to change everything. Rush in the middle, still there with Burrows. Justin's going to get a shot to the rear end there by Daytona. Justin Champagne looking for the lead. One of the most well-liked drivers in NR9 in America. He's going to get it. JC, top of the charts, back through 1 and 2. Travis Brown back there at 6, still not out of the question. Brown might make a shove, but laps are fading away. 4 wide. Champagne in the middle. Now dropping back more. Baker can't find the line. That's the 25 machine on the outside. Daytona forcing his way forward. Baker dropping back, still 4 wide. Gregory to 16th. And they all were able to hold on to it. It's Lilly versus Rush. That's the dogfight of the night. Burrows still not rolling out of the pocket. Still stuck in the middle. Rush is going to lead that one. 123 of 188. And you see that 99, Alvis back down that middle. Lined up there with the 01. Spencer Burns trying to work his way forward. The 38 down low. 3 wide. 6 rows deep. Back down to 3 and 4. Jason Daytona always says when he takes the lead, it's Donda time. Now is looking at a shot for an eTicket event win. Almost won the 600. Now has one here. Rush is going to hold that lead. Burrows has an opportunity to get out of the pocket. He still has yet to do it. Lilly on the bottom. Rush in the middle. Rush holds on to the lead. They're still packed in, 3 by 3. Vila into the outside wall, scrapes it up. We still hold on to it, or he should I say, still holds on to it. Look into the outside, Mitchum, side draft there with the 25. And you don't want to be making any enemies right now. You're stuck in the middle. You have to stay put unless you get daylight. Caden Rush holds on to the lead. Josh Lee downstairs there with Stanley. Talk about lane manipulation. And it's working out well. This main pack is 3x3 full rows deep, and it's 2x2, dropping all the way to the rear end. 4 wide. Vila on the far side. 125 of 188. There is just nowhere to go when you work to the high banks back of 1 and 2. You see Mitchum, he wants to move out of this area. Doesn't feel comfortable, but he can't go anywhere. Stanley up into Burrows. They all hold on to it again. 3x3 they roll. Daytona on the outside. Help there with Brown. Travis Brown, 3 wide. That's the battle for fourth. Was at one point the battle for second. Outside lane losing that forward momentum. They have to close in that gap. Trying to get Dodge back to victory lane. Goes to 41 machine on the far side. Side draft, that's Daytona. There on Burrows. Still holding the 3 wide still. Caden Rush running the race of his life tonight at NR9 in America. Laps fading away. Daytona brings Hendrick top of the charts. Burns finds an opening down low. Works his way downstairs. And you see some of these drivers want to go, but everyone's on a different game plan. Some trying to stay safe, some trying to go ahead and work their way forward. You're right on board on the outside lane. This is Daniel Murphy. 3x3, and the amount of focus you have to hold on to this is stellar. Including when you're stuck in the middle. It's been an almost near perfect race here tonight, and you can see right now they're still holding that 3x3. Baker forcing Vila wide, and don't get me wrong, we've had our fair share of low moments with saves and drivers getting the wall and coming on a pit row with speeding penalties, but so far the action has not stopped up front. Talladega has shown its strength, and right now, as the laps fade away, we'll be showing our winner at the conclusion of this race. Daytona, there with Brown, that's to the far side. Murphy inside the Elite 8. The middle lane, dropping back again. See, Burrows is all over Rush. 3x3, 4 rows deep. Lilly to the bottom. Rush in the middle. Daytona with the side draft there on the 20 of Burrows. The 41 of Brown's going to allow the 25 to get back to the line. Contact for the lead. Daytona will lead that one. Rush contact there with Lilly. That was downstairs. And Daytona will hold on to the lead. How about not? Back 3x3 again. The shuffle of all 3 lanes. If you've seen it before, Lilly will have the advantage in the middle. Rush making an advantage off exit. Lane 3, advantage through the tri-oval. 4 wide, here we go. Brown to the outside, contact. Around they go, Murphy, Horton to the outside wall. Contact there still, Rush is involved. Baker is involved. The one of Barry gets struck. Horton to the outside wall. That looks to be Thurston, and the caution will wave for the second time. And the driver that has led the most laps is involved in a late race incident. Wow. Man. And that's how quick things can change here at Talladega. Caden Rush. From sleek to geek, Nicholas Hook. It's been a disastrous race for him. And let's go see what happened. Just the way they were racing, they got way too comfortable. It's like they made their bed and they're ready to go to sleep. Next thing you know, it took one mistake to go ahead and change things about, and it just did. Caution is out. Second time in the garage, guys. 499 happened when they went to go 4 wide. And you saw it there. Vila into the outside wall. He's been hitting that wall all night tonight. Daytona catching the nose there. Caden Rush. And Rush into the outside wall. Travis Brown involved as well. He drops to the bottom. Left side damage. Right side damage. And they weren't done just yet. You look far side. Thurston nearly had it missed completely. Gets ran in the back of. That's the 6 of Tyler Glass. And shoves the 96 up the track. Caution was already waving. The 24 of Baker, nowhere for him to go. And this is going to be the best view right here. Yeah, the 11 of Vila just hit the wall. I mean, there's nothing you can talk about right there. I mean, he tries to take it off, and in doing so just came all the way down. You can see the 78. Murphy had nothing to do with it. Maybe a little bit of netcode. How about a lot of netcode? But still, it looks like the 11 was still going to make contact at some point in time. And Murphy just came down the track. Nowhere for Michael Mitchum to go. Just get slammed on the right side. Spencer Burns doing a great job avoiding it. Tyler Tinsley not able to get on the brakes early enough. Gets into a fellow dodge. That's the 9 of Michael Gregory. 24. TCB. And you're going to see Tyler Tinsley's going to slam this outside wall. Gets ran to the back of there by Evan. And noses it hard into the outside safer barrier. Great wreck avoidance there by Machines all the way down to the bottom. How about Spencer Burns getting through this one? He got a whole view of what was in front of him. Let's go ahead and ride on board here with Spencer before we get back to the green flag racing. Caution is out, second time today, lap 130 of 188. That's exactly what we're on right now. And we'll begin the one to go here shortly. Faster pairs coming out for some Machines, and now the shuffle. Gilliam to 4th, Stanley to 3rd, Mitchum and Lilly. That is now your new run up front. Man, things have changed big time. We went from talking about the possibility of this race going green all the way to now it turning into feeding time at the zoo. 4 wide, gone wrong. It looked like it was going to happen at some point in time, and it just did. This shuffles everything about. 2 cautions in this race so far, and 1 big one right up front. Let's get ready to go racing. Lilly, Mitchum, Stanley, Gilliam. That's your fast 4. And the one to go, we'll wave this time. Mitchum's gonna be on the outside here, row 1. It's gonna be Underdog City. Lilly, Mitchum, Stanley, Gilliam, that's gonna be your fast 4. Big shuffle as we get ready to work our way towards the tail end of this race. 131 of 188. And Derek was gonna have a big shot. And you'll know when we get down to that 25 to go, it will say it on the left side of your screen. So everyone that has tuned in so far tonight, we hope you've enjoyed today's action. As we get ready to cycle this one out through. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. 2 cautions in the books as we get ready to try it again. Wilkerson outside, Beckman, that's inside. And you can see the 31 machine going all the way down to the inside. Dominguez, still a lot of damage. His inaugural start in an e-ticket event, and so far it has not been very nice to him. Still has an opportunity to go to victory lane. The question is, will he be able to do it? The 2x2 continues down the backstretch. Jason Beckman inside the Elite 8. Now the question is, who do you think will go to victory lane? The question goes to the chat, will we have an overtime finish? Let's get ready to try it again. Matafuco and Gregory. That's 12th and 13th, Sweet 16, Joyner and Dodonna. It's been a wild, fun night, no doubt about it. You've seen it all. If you came for Rex, well, you got yours right there. If you came for the great racing strategy and watching the greatest drivers go at it, Well, guess what? You're watching this right now. Let's get ready to do it once again. Pace car is going to make the hard left on the pit road, and we'll try the 2x2 action once again. Thornquist dialed in. Will be restarting 5th. Was a no-show in the middle of this race, but now needs to execute late. They still cannot go all the way to the end on fuel. We may be in a fuel lottery. Back to the gears one more time. This is it. This is now. This is Talladega. War green. Lily's going to get a great shove down that inside. Great forward momentum. Stanley kicks it back to the rear end. 2x2 to the high mix of 1 and 2. 3 wide in the back. Travis Brown working his way through the middle. Around goes Burns, down to the grass. He's gonna save it. Got kicked in the rear end. That may have been by Glass. Mitchum in the middle. Austin around the outside, lined up with Burrows. 3x3, that's 3 rows deep. Battle for the lead, 1, 2, 3. Gilliam has an opportunity to go to lane 2. Still has daylight on the outside. Now he doesn't. Mitchum's gonna get to the quarter panel. Josh Lilly's gonna lead another. 133 of 188. Here goes Gavin Austin on the outside. Still not done just yet. There are Burrows. Burrows top side. There are Baker. Gavin Austin to 3rd, to 2nd. Gavin Austin to the lead on Talladega down the backstretch. Dodge has got a big opportunity. Through 3 and 4. Mitchum in the middle, still lined up with Wilkerson. Alvis is just going to go ahead and kick it back to the middle. Side drafting, 4 wide, the squeeze. Lilly in the middle. Jumping back there with Alvis. Put in a pickle and now he's sailing back. Still 4 wide to the line. Stanley's gonna lead that one. Someone's gotta give. Mitchum stuck in the middle. Alvis nearly into the 15 of Gilliam. Josh Lilly finds himself out of the hole. Finds himself back to the lead at Talladega. And here comes Raul Alvis to the outside. Man, they're dicing it out. Lilly, contact, gonna save it. Mitchum gave it too big of a push. Austin on the outside. Alvis goes to the middle. Ethan Stanley sees the wildness in his mirror, wants to stay up front, but it's going to be Dodge versus Ford. Josh Lilly on the inside with Gilliam. Gilliam downstairs, can't make the move to the outside. Gavin Austin's got that great runner on that outside, still lined in with Burrows. Baker has made his way inside the top 10 as well. The run off the top, the run back to the lead. Austin, Alvis, Stanley, dead heat down the backstretch. 3 by 3, they roll again. Alvis blocks bottom. Alvis to the lead through 3 and 4. He wants to go ahead and keep Stanley at bay. Smart move, Stanley's been quick before. 3 by 3. No one giving an inch. Cabrera to 11th, that's in the middle. Lilly's gonna get that one. And laps are winding down. Let's go back to the right side of your screen. Remember, a lot of these drivers pit on that last cycle. Saying we do not have a read on it. We're watching the replays. Alvis, Stanley, down on that inside. It's still Austin. Top side there of Burrows. 3 by 3, it's still not going anywhere. Gilliam to 7th, trying to hold on to the Elite 8. It's still Michael Mitchum there in 5th. And these guys have been dicing it up all night long. How about this one? Guess who's back inside the top 11? That's David Cabrera. 3 wide, 3 rows deep. Now make it possibly 5 towards the rear end. Austin still trying to make the far side work. You see Alvis right now doing a great job around that middle lane. Should I say the inside? Lily's still stuck in that middle. All trying to hold on. Gilliam on the inside, back to 8, still 3 wide. Gavin Austin to the lead. And there's just nowhere to go right now. You can see that one driver that made a move. That was the 48 at Thornquist, forced his way to the middle. And Dega has given us 3 wide racing since the drop of the green flag to start this one. Mitchum, daylight on the outside, now trying to squeeze back into the middle. Man, Champagne comes some slack. Lilly washed it wide. Elvis to the line. Elvis is going to lead that one. Next time by, 50 to go. See Elvis still down that inside. Trying to hold on to it. Still got Stanley lined up and loaded. This is the Garage Guys, 499. Michael Mitchum to the lead, but just for a moment as Lilly takes the outside lane charge. Oh, shuffle in the back. Skipper to the far side, Didon in the middle. Rush used his faster pair. He's working his way forward. Still 3 by 3. You gotta give it to Alvis right now down that inside. Champagne, you can see, wants to force a 4 wide move, but that outside lane is not giving anybody any breaks. Down the bottom, down the middle, spinner way in the back. And more cars collected. Molina, Walker. Everyone else keeps it straight. Yeah, we're just gonna go in and try to get another read on that one. Not able to get it. 2 cars spin towards the rear end and out of the way. We stay green, wasn't able to get a clearance on him. Thurston having to drop back. 3 wide, that's the view up front. Alvis, Austin, Lilly, top 3. And there's an incident way in the back and it's out of view. We're not going to call it. Clearly it's off the racing surface. Gavin Austin with the side trap. There on Michael Mitchum, still 3 wide. See that 29, trying to make a squeeze. Cabrera looking 4 wide. Now Spencer Burns looking 4 wide through the middle. He's going to force Vila to the far side. Baker trying to keep Vila at bay, trying to drop him back. But he's not going to give in. Thornquist sideways on the apron. Mitchum in the middle. Lined up there at the 44 of Vila. No, says it the 44 of Lilly. Contact. Still 4 wide. That's the battle for 4. Still not giving in. Vila still top side. Trying to make it work, but it's not working out. To the outside goes Burrows again. Alvis down low. Lilly still in the middle. 4 wide squeeze. TCB. Mitchum. Contact. Dallas with the 2. Gavin Austin's gonna have to go and hold on to it. Tunnel vision for every driver inside this top 8. Mitchum trying to squeeze. The 2 trying to just get some room. Alvis still downstairs. Not giving in, and there goes the 29. Champagne out of the pocket. 3 wide once again. Mitchum there with the 2 machine. That's to the far side. Cabrera self-clears. Puts the 66 in the wall. And around they go. Gavin Austin involved. Caution's going to wave again. Wow, that looked intentional. Evan Marasco involved in his 3rd incident here tonight. That's his left front. He might be done. That's it. Evan down low. Involved, and man, that's going to be a replay that we're going to have to watch. Mitchum looks to be getting his way through scot-free. Gavin Austin, a lot of damage for him. And our night in America, feeling victories all year long. And you guys are watching the Garage Guys 499. And that was a wild moment, no doubt about it. Let's go ahead and watch back to it. And Cabrera just swung up into the 66. Just put him in the wall. And we'll be getting word to see if Evan will be the first driver to bounce out of this one. No doubt about it, he may have already used his fast repair. See it right here. That's the 5 going up the track. Yeah, there was no netcode. There was nothing. He just threw him up there. Just threw him the track, and what a lick there by the 2. See Gavin Austin having to go down low to avoid Michael Mitchum. And in return, catches the 43, gets massive air underneath that machine, and catches it back down on all 4s. That's a big hit to the nose. We talked about these cars. They're more fragile now than they were before. Gavin Austin, a lot of damage. He may be forced to use a faster bear here. A lot of damage there for Evan. We're getting word that he's not done. He'll be back on track, but no doubt about it, he will be multiple laps down. Third caution here of the night for 143 laps. Chad Thornquist will go ahead and win the race off pit road. Thornquist, Burns, Stanley, and Beckman end up being your top 4. It's been an interesting night, no doubt about it. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. We're closing in on the final 40 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a fun night, no doubt about it. Thornquist, Burns, Austin, and Stanley. That's your fast 4. Well, let me rephrase that. Thornquist, Burns, Stanley, and Beckman. That'll be your fast 4. Gavin Austin using the faster pair and dropping to the far side. We'll get the 1 to go next time by, ladies and gentlemen. A storm is brewing over Talladega. 3 cautions, but it's been nothing but great racing. And we've been reading the chat. We've been keeping up with things. And some are asking, why isn't there a lot of yellows? Some wondering why we haven't had it, or just some wanting there to be a bunch of incidents. You don't need a lot of cautions to have great racing, and this race has proved that. Flag to flag coverage, no doubt about it. Every lap ran under your TV screen, and we have had 3 yellows, and this has possibly been one of the greatest racing we've seen for an e-ticket. I want to say ever, even though the e-ticket bar is definitely high, I want to see what the drivers think about this one at the end of it. It's been interesting. Back-to-back green flag pit stops, something that we have never seen in an e-ticket before. And now, the driver that has won at Talladega before, that was the Geico 500, now sits P1. That's Chad Thornquist. And we will get the 1 to go this time by. Ladies and gentlemen, a storm is brewing over Talladega, Alabama. Sold out virtual crowd. Sound the siren, because it's getting loud. It's getting proud. We're winding down the laps on this great event. Time to kick the dust up right here. Burns, Thornquist, Stanley, and Lilly. Your fast 4, Elvis, Gilliam, Beckman, and Vila. Your Elite 8, Wilkerson, Mitchum, Marlowe, and Joyner. Your top 12, Joyner. Rounding that one out with Daytona, Barry, Cook, and Buttafuoco. Your Sweet 16. Time to try it again. Thornquist, Stanley, Burns, and Lilly. Lilly has led a ton of laps. Thornquist known for winning. Has the best odds heading in, has the most wins on the super speedways in at our night in America. Spencer Burns up front all night, whether it was him being a lap machine or leading this race. Same with Stanley. This race, nonetheless, has brought the best of the high banks of Talladega. Is the nostalgia running through the veins, or is it the electricity of this great racing? Let's get ready to try it again. 2 by 2, they file out. Travis Brown in 16th as they all get ready to go again. They all dropped all the way back. A lot of these guys possibly still trying to get their laps back. We're gonna get ready to go right here, right now. Back in the daylight, and time to get it done. Spencer Burns on the outside, Chad Thornquist down on the bottom. The 2 by 2 will commence once more. Will Thornquist win his 3rd e-ticket event and become the first driver to complete the Triple Crown? Will Burns snatch his first? Or will we get a first-time winner to win an e-ticket? Will Justin Champagne find his way to victory lane? All that and more to be determined. To the short shoot, to the tri-oval. Let's get ready for the restart. Everybody on their feet once again. Sold out virtual crowd. They have not left, and they've been electric. They've been loud. They've been entertaining all night long. Now it's time to do it again as we're green from Dega. Thurnquist, Stanley, Burns, top three down on the inside. Alvis rolling deep. All went downstairs early on, still trying to get through the gears. Gilliam on the outside, now they start the shuffle. Burns to the outside, Elvis lined in with him. Burns gets the run down off corner exit. Wheel to wheel with Stanley. Thurnquist can block any lane. Not gonna happen, Burns right to the lead. Bowtie, Ford, Bowtie, Elvis nearly self-clears there on Thurnquist. Great save and heads up for the 99, but there's still wheel to wheel. Burns like the block roll again. Now goes to the outside. It's still 2x2 down off 4. See that 48? He's got winning in his eyes, no doubt about it. The tri-oval to the line. Thurnquist will lead that one. Around goes Joyner. Buttafuoco's involved as well. The 22 of Beckman back up the track. Caution is going to wave. Skipper gets tagged. Champagne is in it. Jay Cook as well. Wow. We saw aggressive. They started to get, oh, Daytona. Down the inside, left front suspension. Knocked out of line. Yeah, he kicked that one apart. And the 25 will most likely have to use a fast repair. It is torn up, chewed up, spit out. And the caution is out again. Tough break for the 25. Just joining in, caution is out, 4th time here tonight. And the Garage Guys 499. Daytona will most likely have to take it behind the wall. Let's see what happened. Baker 24. Joyner 34. Wow. It was netcode, but they were going to make contact anyways. Baker into the 34. And they all had it saved, and they should have been fine until Beckman just lost the rear end and went right up the track into Drake Berry. And this is where things get wild. Look at Travis Brown having to avoid this one. Buttafuoco tagged there with Joyner. And they all start screaming on by. The real question is what happened with Daytona? And now we're going to get the answer. All the way up the track, they still weren't done wrecking. Brown on the apron. Doing a great job avoiding it. Cook's involved. We have to ride on board there with that 41 machine. This is Mitchum through the grass. Daytona coming from up the track. And this is in real speed. Taking each other out. The 41 finding his way through. Let's go ahead and ride on board. This is Travis Brown. Hey, he's a wheel man, no doubt about it. All that experience at Hickory Motor Speedway's paid off for the 41. Now down pit road and has an opportunity to win this one. Caution is out for the 4th time here tonight. Pit road swung wide open. And down away they go. New top 4. Stanley, Lilly, Gilliam, Wilkerson. That's the fast 4. Pit road swarming full of machines. We'll get ready to try it again. Left side's going up on Cabrera. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to go back racing. And it's going to be tough right here. Look at Frank DeAngelis up there in 6th. Todriff up to 5th. Gilliam up to 3rd. Let's see if we can go in and dial some of these guys in. One heck of a ride all the way through. You know what? Let's go ahead and see if we can possibly talk to these content creators before we go ahead and get ready for the restart. NR9 in America, fueling victories. That's all year long, and we will not be able to talk to some of them. They're not in the chats that it was expected. We can't go ahead and talk to Frank DeAngelis. DeAngelis, this is John. You got a copy? Let's go ahead and see it again. Frank DeAngelis, this is John. You got a copy?
Yeah, what's up?
How's it going? 4 cautions in. You've had an interesting strategy early on. Now you get ready to try it once more. You're up into 6. Well, you're up there with the Dodge. Walk me through your night.
No, I'm putting this time. I'm putting this time. I was on my phone. My grandpa, he's watching it. Shout out him. He's watching. I was looking at the text and I missed the pit entrance.
Well,
yeah, I'm putting this time, but I was praying the race stayed green. I don't know why. That first yellow probably could have made this. This event was going to be easily the best, and now it's not because that yellow was.
It was a 4-car incident. Just want to point it out. Up in the booth, we did not throw it. It was one of the admins around the track.
Yeah.
But walk me through it. Did you think you were gonna have a shot to win that if it went green all the way?
I would have been. I would definitely would have been on the main pack, but I was back there. It's a plate race. I have nothing to lose. So this morning I was just remembering when I was a kid, I would be playing NASCAR the game inside line, and the AIs would always pitch shorter a couple laps. So I would just stay out an extra couple laps, and every green flag cycle it would build up where I could stay out like up to like 8 laps extra. So I was just running with that, and the second round of pit stops, I hit the cone by like 2 feet. And if that didn't happen, I would have came out of the pits at least 5 seconds ahead of Caden and Anthony and all the other PTSRI guys. So, bummer the yellow came out, but just gonna try to avoid the massive wrecks until this race ends.
Well, it's gonna be a lot of fun to see if you can go and do that. We've seen 3 wide, we've seen 4 wide, but for the most part, it's been relatively clean. Some of these drivers finally starting to see the kinks in their armor.
Oh yeah.
Are you getting ready to possibly go to victory lane here tonight? I know usually you don't like to say yes or no to that.
If I avoid the same people that we came into this event thinking we're going to cause trouble and are causing trouble, then I got a shot. So.
Oh, heck yeah. It's going to be a lot of fun. Shout out to Grandpa DeAngelis watching back at home. Let's get ready for the restart.
All right. Thank you, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 1 to go is out. Lights off. That's on the top of the pace car. They're rolling their way back through 3 and 4. Stanley, Lilly, Wilkerson, Gilliam, fast forward. Darian Gilliam trying to end the dry spell. As we get ready to try it again. Clouds continue to cover the speedway here and there, but so far we have 0% chance of rain. The real question is, will the Florida drivers be able to get to the end of this race before the hurricane strikes them? And we have a lot of drivers in Southwest Florida doing the race against time, the race in the virtual world. Time to kick it up a notch. It's been wild, it's been fun. It's been a spectacular night of racing. Let's get ready to try it again. To kick off lap number 150, we're green from Talladega. Stanley down that inside, no help, that's Lee on the outside there, Wilkerson. Wilkerson shoving the 44 Lilly, side by side for the lead, back to 1 and 2. We got Thurquist on that outside lane, still not leaving just yet. Gavin Austin to the far side. Spencer Burns to the far side. Wilkerson, top side there at the 48. Burns out of the pocket. Burns 3 wide. And that 2 jumping up the track. And the aggressiveness is here to stay. The swarm, the switch up for the top spot. 2 by 2, Ford on the outside, Chevy on the bottom. Wilkerson is going to lead this lap. M&M's back top of the charts. See Burns on that outside, has been blinking. Lilly still back in 3rd, that's down on the bottom. Gilliam back to 7th. The 2x2 continues, now out of the pocket. Austin the far side with Burrows, with Rush. 3 wide, 4 wide. Now the 99 of Elvis in the middle. Had to back out of it. They thought better of it. They know they have to get to the end. 3 manufacturers make up the top 3. Chevy, Ford, and Dodge. Gavin Austin to the far side. We'll get the run off the tri-oval. Burns is going to lead that lap. Dicing it up once again. Backed out through 1 and 2. Rush, contact there with Elvis. Still digging in, trying to hold on to it. Austin is going to get the run down off corner exit. Burrows on the outside, really helping that 2 machine out there. Brand new teammates. Gavin Austin, we already talked about it, may have already used the fast repair. Austin, Burrows, Rush, top 3 on the outside. Burns in the middle with Vila. Wilkerson still playing it safe downstairs. To the short shoot to the tri-oval. 3 wide, 3 different manufacturers. The dogfight back to the line. Burns is going to lead that one. You can count that outside lane to do very big things here late. They continue to get that run down off corner exit, but lane 2 still seems to be that golden goose. Down the back stretch once again. Wilkerson down low with Lilly. Still lined in with the 10, that's Ethan Stanley. 3x3. Austin still lined up and low with the 20 of Burrows. Burrows can't go anywhere, and you don't want to force 4 wide right now, including with how dense this pack is. They're going to stick together. Back to the line. Wilkerson 38. Burns 01. Austin in the 2. Austin's going to lead that one. They continue to do bold things in big scenarios. Baker back to 15th. He was the one that caused that last incident. Wilkerson lined up with Lilly. That's down on the inside. Stanley back to 7th. 3 wide still. Rush on the far side. Thornquist on the far side as well. The 3x3 has been here since lap 1. Now we're working lap 154. See, Spencer Burns, there's just nowhere for him to go right now, stuck in that middle. Alves, contact there with the 88 of Rush. The tri-oval back to the line. Spencer Burns has been batting 1,000 in lane 2. No one can beat him to the line, and he's going to stick with that lane. Smart move. You don't want to move, you're stuck in that middle with him. And Vila knows that 01 knows how to get back to the line first. You gotta trust the drivers in lane 1 just as much as lane 2. Rush hour at 200 miles per hour. Down the back stretch. Wilkerson has Burns side drafted him. That's in lane 2. Far side starting to lose machines. Burrows has got to go to close that gap in. Trying to close it in on the outside. Lap machines in the wake. Now Vila jumps to the outside. Wilkerson to lane 2. Blocks top. Blocks bottom. Holds over the lead to the tri-oval. Vila leads far side. Wilkerson down the inside downstairs. Burns stuck in the rabbit hole. Back down on turn number 2. There's just nowhere for a lot of these guys to go right now. As they dice it up front, top 16 continues to switch. Rush to the bottom. Now Walker to the far side. Burns downstairs once again. Allows Elvis to open the door down low. 3 wide, 4 rows deep. In a train of 2x2 behind him. Out of the pocket, Elvis to the far side. Champagne on the bottom, like a rocket. JC pops the bottles and goes top of the charts. Got Walker still back there in 10, stuck in that middle of that tide ride. Can't go anywhere. Same with the 48 of Thornquist. Right now, he's got to go and slow down that heartbeat.
We talked about before, drivers, when they come down to this scenario, starts racing. Gotta slow it down, just focus up. Champagne, middle to bottom. Baker stuck in the middle. Daylight down low for Burns. Will hold the wheel to wheel. Nobody's gonna give. Elvis on the far side. Makes up time to Baker. Trying to get wheel to wheel. Can't get it done. Champagne's got it. There's just absolutely nowhere to go. If you're back in lane 3, you gotta wait for some type of opening to open up for you. Right on the gearbox. That of Raul Elvis. Elvis trying to get to the lead. Burns gets it. Champagne gets it to 3-1 once more. The real question is, when will patience give out, if it will give out? Down off 4, back to the short chute. Champagne sees the daylight top side, elects not to go with it. Worried about Burns on the bottom. Bow-tie dogfight. Burns is gonna lead that one. Now this is right there, he's still not done. That's on the far side. TCB now works his way to the middle. He has fought and clawed all the way from the back, right back to the front. Wilkerson down low, no bump to the rear end of Burns. He knows Burns has that speed down off corner exit. 4 wide, and there goes the 2 of Gavin Austin. Running wide. Max Swearingen stuck in the middle. 3x3, Travis Brown back inside the Sweet 16. Elvis still on the far side. There at the 11, downstairs Burns. Champagne's gonna lead another. See Thornquist peeking down low, trying to get clean air there on that grill. It's so important to make sure you do not overheat an engine. We've seen before in speed weeks, it's very easy to go ahead and have an engine combust. Rush in the middle. Still there with Baker. Nowhere for them to go unless they force a 4 wide. You don't want to do that. Not at all. Elvis, top side, Champagne, middle. Burns down on the bottom. 3x3x3. Make it 6 rows deep now, down off 4. Not a lot of help there in that middle groove, but you got a strong lineup of machines. Champagne by about a car length. He's gonna lead that one. Slamming the door on Baker back through 1 and 2. Baker's just trying to find some daylight there on that outside lane. He just can't find it right now. You got Wilkerson still down low. Wilkerson bottom, Elvis top, stuck in the middle. It's a line of machines. 2 from Hendrick, some from Ford, 1 another from RCR. Out in the lead, it's Champagne. Still clear all around. Oh, contact. Baker washing up the track. Burns tiptoeing down low. Burns with the dogfight on the bottom. Won't be able to get back. Champagne's gonna lead that one. That 01 continues to blink. Raul Elvis has never won an eTicket event. Has Roush on the outside. That's the 99. Burns slams the door on Champagne. Now the middle lane. Here's the way to be. I think Champagne might go ahead and switch it up. Might try something down low. Can't get it done. The 29 is landlocked. And that opens the door for Wilkerson. Wilkerson to the lead through 3 and 4. 28 drivers in the main pack. Well over 30 still racing. To the line. Burns and Wilkerson. Burns is gonna lead that one. They're dicing it out. Lots fading away from Talladega. This is what it comes down to. Gregory in the 9, that's back to 14th. Vila in the 11 to the far side of the track.
And outside lane continues to drop back. Alvis just cannot get that kick coming down on 4. And Walker has pedaled his way up the 5th. Second you see daylight, if you're going to be in this main pack, you've got to take it. That's exactly what Baker and Walker have done. That's why they're back inside the Elite 8. Burns, the lane manipulation brings them to 25 to go. Wilkerson, Burns dogfight, Ford versus Chevrolet. See that 55 down that inside. Starting to work his way forward. 3 wide, Cabrera in the middle. Marlowe down low. Rush back to the outside, was involved in an incident. Now it's the Ford Tango around the outside. 3 Fords, top 6, 2 bow ties in the middle, another bow tie downstairs, trying to keep Wilkerson at the lead. Watts fading away. This is the Garage Guys 499. 24 to go, this time by. Spencer Burns, Wilkerson, Elvis, Rush, all looking for their first eTicket event win. See Wilkerson still down there on that inside. Thornquist cannot leave that fusion. No, sir, he can't. Loves the push. That little shove forces Wilkerson to the lead. Through 3 and 4. Vila steps back, drops back, lane 3 fades away. It's the top 2 lanes to worry about. Rush works his way to 3rd. Rush works his way to 2nd. Shoved there by Burns. Rush wheel for the lead. Back to the tri-oval. Ford on Ford. Back to the line. 23 to go. And when to go and clear himself. Contact. Burns able to save it. No one's leaving their seats. Stanley works his way forward. Down that inside. Rush in the middle, shoved there by Burns again. Ooh, Gregory. Went for the same real estate the 44 Lily did. They both were not clear. They hold on to it. Trading paint for the lead. Maybe a side draft. Now it's Champagne there with Rush. The Yates boys are 1-2 down low. It's RCR on the outside. 3 wide, dogfight, Ford versus Bowtie. Chevrolet to the line. Chevrolet holds the lead, 22 to go. He's got to keep on digging. 22 left in the tank. Wilkerson has had the opportunity of a lifetime tonight. That's leading late in an eTicket event. Top 4 drivers in this race have never won an eTicket event, now making top 5. Champagne's been close to 4, but has not been able to find any luck tonight. He has an opportunity. If this race goes green, it's going to be tough to go in and see how it goes. Oh, let's go ahead and rephrase that. Ladies and gentlemen, there may be a fuel lottery, but it may not affect a lot of machines, so keep an eye on that. This will be 20 laps this time. They should be able to make it to the end just barely. All of them should be able to make it to the end just barely. 3 wide. Rush in the middle. Still downstairs goes Wilkerson. Not able to get that forward momentum to carry. Champagne still has that outside lane rolling strong. And Elvis there in the catbird on the outside lane. 3 Fords, fast 4. Now 2 bow ties, top 5. Everyone else scattering again, back through 3. Three by 3, once more. Trying to find the real estate. 20 to go when they get to the line. Wilkerson's gonna lead that one. No, it was Rush. Rush at the line. See that 99? Elvis has been peeking 4 wide for a while. Gotta keep an eye on that. That's the 9. Gregory up into the 11 of Vila. It's electric. It's loud. It's fast. It's the fastest traffic jam in racing. Talladega. 20 to go. Next time by, it's 19 to go.
to the inside. Wilkerson trying to find a way to clear, maybe not. Has to hold with this 88. If you're outside these top 3 rows, you gotta get worried because they are not gonna move whatsoever. This is where we might see the aggression. Elvis flinging it wide. And Vila, we see him go 4 wide multiple times tonight. Wouldn't be surprised that 11 tries to make the move. Elvis on the corner panel, trying to make it work. Still can't get it to go. 3 by 3 by 3. 6 rows, 7 rows, all the way deep. Swearinger in contact, there goes Glass. Saves it off the nose of Glick. All holding on to it, that's down to the bottom. Shuffling things out towards the rear end. Now it's a farmer's market. Route 14th on back. Drivers trying to get what spots they can before they all walk out once more. Gilliam back to 14th downstairs. 18 to go from Talladega. Just don't see Champagne feeling awful confident there about the 99 of Elvis. We've seen him fling wide multiple times tonight. And you know that 99 goes 4 wide. Guess who's going to go with him? It's going to be the 11 of Vila. Burrows, maybe not. Burrows will probably stick with Champagne, but you got to keep an eye on that outside lane. Starting to get feisty up there. You see lane 1, lane 2, they've calmed down. The real question is lane 3. Brown shuffling out. Walker to 8th. Stanley to 11th. Laps ticking away. Back to the tri-oval. 17 to go from Talladega this time by. Champagne on that outside. Rush. Nearly bumper hooking Burns. They all hold on to it. They've got to be able to get it to stick. They're 3 by 3 once again. Watch Champagne on that outside lane. He's getting a fight down off corner exit. 3 wide outside lane. Lags back. Still 3 wide to hold on to. Burns, Wilkerson, Rush, Baker, stuck in no man's land. In the middle, in the log jam. Nowhere for him to go. See Justin back around that outside, might get a shove here by Elvis. It's been a beautiful night of racing. Now it's time to end it strong, coming to 16 to go. Time's running out, lots fading away. Set yourself up for glory or finish second. Burns is all over Champagne right here. We've already seen him before, Rush. Really bumper hook the 01, starting to get a little more feisty. That outside lane has lost its main man. Couple back markers down to the inside, lined up. That's 5 machines at rest. They should catch him before the short shoot. 3 by 3. Walker to 5th. Champagne on the outside. No one's giving in just yet. Now the lap machine's forced to the bottom. Everyone else goes wide. This will shuffle things up. Thornquist out of the pocket. Thornquist wheel to wheel for the lead with 15 to go. The lap machines force these guys to get uncomfortable. Wilkerson fading fast to the outside. The new 2x2. That's going to change things up big time. Biggest winners, no doubt about it. Gilliam, Thornquist, Walker. Biggest losers, Rush. Wilkerson went from 1st to 14th. And they're still fading back. Elvis looking to the outside there of Rush. Bow ties sitting 1, 2, 3. Now make it the fast 4. Burns to the top. Has help there by Rush. Burns to 3rd. Burns to 2nd. Thornquist to the lead. 14 to go. Chad Thornquist is trying to go ahead and find his way to victory lane. That's what it's all about right here. Got some machines lagging back towards the rear end. Oh, Walker sliding up in front of Stanley. Still 3 wide. Burns to the far side, Vila in the wall. That 11 just can't get out of it. Stuck there with Rush being squeezed to the far side. Champagne back downstairs there with Elvis. And Baker's gonna run in line. out of the pocket. There goes the 9. That's Michael Gregory. Gregory gets the door slammed by Baker. Champagne, Elvis, Burns, Baker, fast forward, 13 to go. What a race, what a drive we've had here tonight for the Garage Guys 499. Gilliam back to 15, tries to go to the far side. Now Elvis holds the bottom end, holds the middle. Baker gets the door shut twice, now slams it back open. Oh man, off the nose of the 9. 3 wide, Champagne out of the pocket. And down to the inside. This time by, it will be 12 to go. 4 cautions this race. That's all it's come down to for 499 miles. Cater Rush top side there with Vila. Baker in the middle with Burns. 12 to go, it's gonna be Champagne. That 29's not gonna give it up. Baker knows he's looking at the Triple Crown right here. Daytona, Charlotte just needs Talladega. And Thornquist there as well, back to 9th. Rush P5, Burns P4. The swing back and forth. Rush up the track, there with Burns. Burns having to lag out of the gas. Can anyone find a way around Justin Champagne? That's gonna be the question, that's gonna be answered with 11 to go. Baker on the outside, shut out of the cannon. Help there by Burns, bow tie dogfight. 11 left here at Talladega. Burns switch in, talk about contact. Around goes the 24. Burns into the wall. Caution is gonna wave. Lily's involved, Elvis is involved. Max Swearingen is junked. Stanley is junked as well. And with 11 laps to go, the front runners implode. Gilliam, the nose, bent in on the front end of the 15. Travis Brown involved as well. Hook, line, and sink the 24. And we're gonna have a late race restart. Elvis doesn't have steering. They're still not done wrecking. Marsacco. But 21, Jay Cook, involved as well. How did Evan get into it? I thought he avoided it. No steering out of the 99. Definitely a fast repair. And just like that, you thought they may be getting to the end. Now you can think again. Caution is out. 5th time tonight. What a ride it has been. This race is coming down to it. Let your friends know. Let your family know, because you will not want to go ahead and miss this. Oh man, that 99 is going to be destroyed. It is destroyed, but it will have a fast repair. Unless it blows up before the line, he's going to be... Oh no. He might not be able to get into his stall. He may have to tow. And that will be race ending for Raul Alves. If that's the case, let's see it. Champagne sends the nose in. Baker was there, but he wasn't committed to the line. Spencer Burns nosing it into the outside wall and bring out the scorecards. Wilkerson tagged on the nose, but nothing race ending. Tyler Tinsley destroyed. More machines taken out. Burrows slammed into the wall. Skipper is in it. Cabrera dirt track into the grass. Same with Gavin Austin. And they just narrowly avoided disaster as it struck up front. What a race. What a drive we've had so far. See it again. This from the main pack. Just nowhere to go. The entire nose ripped off the front end of the 01. Spencer Burns with a big opportunity to go to victory lane. See right there, he was blinking. He goes back to that outside. We're going to keep an eye on the 01. Walker made it 3 wide around the outside lane. Man. And it actually, since the 01 was having internet issues, it spared the life of the 32 and the 88. This changes everything. Michael Gregory up to 4th.
last win, an eTicket event. He was oh so close at Talladega when we last came here for the Geico 500. Now he's up to 4th. Laps winding down. Next time by, it's the 1 to go, which means we will have 7 laps remaining in this race. And it's been a great race all the way through, flag to flag coverage. Once again, we have to thank the garage guys for coming in and wanting to do an e-ticket event. And now, because of them, we will have one heck of a run to the finish. They will have 7 laps to get it done. Let's cycle out the top 20, and let's go ahead and point out some notables. Tanhart hasn't been up front since the first 10 laps of this race. Finds himself in 11th. Gavin Austin, oh, you know that Dodge wants to go to victory lane. They're in 10th, one of the youngest drivers. Travis Brown has never won as well. He's up there in 11th. Murphy, Swearinger, Cabrera, Wilkerson, Gregory to 9th. And they all cycle up as we get ready to go at it again. They start the 2x2. The lights come off this time by. Walker versus Champagne. Rush versus Gregory. The big one down into 1 and 2 has racked them, has stacked them, and will give them another shot here at Glory. Just 8 laps remaining from Talladega this time by. It will be 7 left in the race. Sound the siren because a storm is brewing over Alabama. What it comes down to right here, right now, 800 watching live, everyone on their feet. It's a stacked virtual crowd. It's a stacked crowd back at home. All eyes glued. You're not watching anything else because this is when it comes down to. You waited 188 laps to figure out who will go to victory lane. You waited all month for the Garage Guys 499. And it can only be 1 by 1, and we will find out with 7 remaining. Dodge, Ford, Bowtie, 3 manufacturers, fast forward, all lined up 2 by 2. USA in the 09, could the little engine that could find its way to victory lane? Frank DeAngelis needs to make up 14 spots, maybe 15, to go to victory lane. David Cabrera back there in 7th. Let's get ready to dial it in one more time. Benjamin A. Walker, Justin Champagne. The 2 by 2 will commence one more time. 8 to go. We'll come down to 7 to go. If we get to the white flag, the race is official. If we don't, we have overtime. Last 7 laps to see who will win $300. Last 7 laps to find out the bridesmaid. Let's do it through 3 and 4 to get the send-off. Let's get it started. Lights are off. Everyone is proud. Everyone's been loud. It's been like lightning bolts have dropped over Talladega, but there just aren't any clouds to give it the spark. But it's been electric nonetheless. It's in the stands. It's in the line track. The line chat, it's on the track, it's all around, and this is what makes NR Night in America. E-ticket events, ecstatic. Let's go racing. 7 remaining this time by. Walker 32 in the Tide Ride. Champagne 29 in the bow tie. To get the send-off. Let's roll. 7 to go from Talladega. Champagne jump to the inside there with Walker. Wilkerson are on the outside there with Michael Gregory, 2 by 2 behind. Murphy, wheel to wheel with Glass. Tanhart up to 12, trying to find daylight. This is the best opportunity to make up time. Once they get 3 wide, it's going to be difficult. Thornquist clearing there on Wilkerson. They're full saw once again through 3 and 4. Walker on the bottom. Russ is there. There goes Wilkerson. Harden into the outside wall. And he blinks out, maybe not. Holds on to it. We stay green. He bent up that suspension, no doubt about it. That was a 5 of David Cabrera. Cabrera with the sway. There they go again.
One sliding on pit road, glass back across the track, and the caution will wave again.
And this will be with 6 to go. 6th caution out of the night. Gavin Austin spun, if I'm not mistaken, or may have saved it. He did. He's there in 11th, and now they will have less of an opportunity to go ahead and find their way to the top spot. It's been an unbelievable try. They started blinking out towards the back to see what was going to happen. Let's watch back once more. One driver, the saving grace coming up pit road. We may have to watch back even farther. This is David Cabrera. Ooh, even Tanhart got in the rear end there, the 6th. Big checkup. You can see here by the 38. Now, that's the 2nd time Cabrera up front has possibly taken someone out of contention. Remember, he door slammed Mitchum and just bumper hooked Wilkerson there late. They kept it clean. They kept it green. And all of a sudden, things turned south quickly. See the 3 wide. And Burns gets into glass. Daniel Murphy sliding onto pit road. And then Vila came back up the track. Watch this shunt by the 6. Bam! Right into the outside wall. And they blinked out from there because we didn't get the read by going through all those camera angles, quickly overloading the system, but it doesn't matter. We are going to get the 1 to go this time by. Quick restart. And that's what it's going to be. They will have 4 laps to have a shot at this win. It's going to be big. You're going to do a quick yellow. They get to the line, 4 to go this time by, 1 to go. Lights will be coming off. You get to sound the siren again. Daniel Buttafuoco has a shot. He works his way around back on the lead lap. It's going to be tough, but he still has the opportunity. 1 to go. Four laps to decide the winner of the Garage Guys 499. It's been a tough run, start to finish. Tanhart up to 6th. Thornquist to 3rd. Rush to 6th. Now Tanhart actually rushed to 5th. Tanhart to 6th. Swearigan, Cabrera lined up and loaded. Michael Gregory has PBR on the front row. Dodge looking to find its way back to victory lane. Let me rephrase that. Dodge has won an e-ticket event. That was with Michael Gregory in the 41. Dodge trying to win their 2nd e-ticket event. On the outside, 4 different manufacturers have won an e-ticket event before. Toyota becoming the 4th different one. Michael Gregory calls him the underdog, but when it comes down to e-tickets, it's tunnel vision for that 9. Let's go ahead and try it again. Time to dig in. Champagne, Gregory, Thornquist, Walker, Tanhart, Rush, Swearigan, Cabrera, Brown, Burns, DeAngelis, Austin, Schmidt, Yusa, Stanley, and Mitchum. That's your Sweet 16. Time to lock and load. Everyone else back on their feet. Pace car makes the hard left onto pit road, this time by. The 2x2 will continue. It's going to be underdog versus veterans. It's going to be one e-ticket event winner versus the rest that haven't. To the NR Thunder restart zone. Just 4 more laps remaining in the Garage Guys 499. Gregory down that inside. Champagne on the outside, still dead even. That's down at a 1 and 2. Tanhart far side, Rush down low. Starting to see Walker, big side drop there on Thornquist. 2x2 and the far side has an opportunity. Shuffling way in the back. Champagne, Walker in the middle. Now Rush
creeping downstairs, trying to clear. Here comes Spencer Burns. 3 wide to the bottom. Frank DeAngelis is going to join him. Swearinger goes with Tanhart. Now he doesn't. Back to the middle. 3 more laps to go from Talladega. See Russ stuck in the middle, can't go anywhere, contact. Gregory and Champagne. Michael Gregory to the lead, down on 2, shuffling in the back. Oh, there they go. Tanhart up into the air, the big one. Down the backstretch. They're all in it. Murphy gets through. Skipper is involved. We're going overtime. Wow. That took out everybody. Cabrera. Travis Brown, Daytona, Glick involved as well. That was easily an 18-car incident. Just nowhere to go. And we will have an overtime finish. Tanhart getting air underneath the 8, coming back down on all 4s. Oh my. And that shuffled everything up, ladies and gentlemen. 7 cautions on the night, and we will have an attempt at an overtime finish. Let's watch back to it. 3 wide, 4 wide. That was solid towards the rear end. Laps winding down. You can see it right here, and we may actually go from the far side all the way up to the top of the tower. Yeah, Tanhart got right in the rear end there, Walker. He's on that outside lane doing a great job. The only thing is he's Swearinger coming up. No net code. From one angle, it did look possibly like net code. Walker, no forward momentum. Tanhart squeeze. Alvis all over him, so Tanhart can't lift. And even Tanhart gets lifted up by Alvis. You can see it right here. Just that little bit of lifting the wheels off the ground. You can see the 8 possibly trying to brake, but Alvis is right there. That entire outside lane just imploded and takes out Justin Champagne. Watch the air under the 8 right here. Wow. Comes right back down on all 4s. Spencer Burns. Yusa. Mitchum. Nowhere for a lot of these machines to go. Cabrera. Thurston. Gilliam may have just gotten through. Skipper nose to nose. Max Swearinger. And this will change everything. Let's watch it in real time. Man. How about William Schmidt going to the bottom and avoiding it? And they blinked out late, ladies and gentlemen, overtime. This is what it comes down to. Here's your new fast 4. DeAngelis, Walker, Thornquist, and Gregory. Top 2 have won eTicket events. Let's look back to April. Michael Gregory, Chad Thornquist, the drive back to the line to win the race. It was the first photo finish for an eTicket event. Michael Gregory lost by about 2, maybe 4 1,000ths of a second. Thornquist got him at the line. Well, guess what? It's going to be a rematch. This time it'll be Dodge versus Chevy instead of Toyota versus Ford. And they will be lined up wheel to wheel. That's what it comes down to right here, right now. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. If you're wondering what all the hype was about for eTickets, well, you're watching it live, and you know why. I want to say thank you to all the viewers that have made it possible for us to hit 29,000 subscribers. If you love this great race in action, please go ahead and drop a like. And if you would love to go ahead and enjoy this great racing content for time to come, make sure to go ahead and drop the subscribe button with notifications on. We will be back next Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, now let's get it done. The one to go. Overtime rules in NR9 in America. Sound the siren once again.
This is how it all goes down. We get the green flag. If there's an incident on track worthy of the yellow, we will throw it, and if so, we will try it again. Once the leader takes the white flag, this race is official. Checkers or wreckers. For example, if 10th on back wrecks out before, we can punch the yellow key. And Michael Gregory and Thornquist just get that valence on the line. Race official. No holding back. Green, white, checkered. 500 miles comes down to this. Can Michael Gregory hold off Chad Thornquist? Can Thornquist catch lightning in a bottle and win his third eTicket? Can Frank DeAngelis win his first? What about Walker? What about Schmidt? What about Rush? Let's find out. Final time down the backstretch as we get the one to go. Once the white comes out, whatever happens, happens. Next flag will end the race. We do not throw the yellow on the last lap, which means next flag to end the race will be the checkered flag. Whether they're crab walking back to the line, it does not matter. First driver to cross the line first with the checkered flag waving is the winner. Frankie D, Benjamin Walker, Michael Gregory, Chad Thornquist. Let's try it again. Don't forget William Schmidt back there in 5th. Trying to bring the hardware home, and now it all starts. That silence that was in the stands, well, guess what? It's gonna get loud again. Sold out virtual crowd. We've said it 100 times. We might as well say it 100 more. They're all on their feet. They're all getting ready to watch this amazing finish. Gregory, Thornquist, DeAngelis, Walker to the gears one more time. Just 2 to go in the Garage Guys 499. Line them up once more to the restart zone from Talladega, GWC. Gregory down to the bottom. DeAngelis, a shove on the outside lane to get him rolling wheel for the lead. He's gonna have to mirror drive. Nico's gonna go in and clear that 9. Frank DeAngelis side by side. That's down the backstretch. Thurston, a shot there by Vila. Now they're 3 wide. Caden Rush might be pushing that toward the victory lane. Spin way in the back, but out of harm's way of the leaders. We stay green through 3 and 4. 3 wide, 2 rows deep. They start side driving towards the rear end. That might hurt them. Down off corner exit to the short shoot. Rush out of the pocket, 4 wide. They're gonna do it. They're gonna make it back. Salamanca, 1 to go from Talladega. All bets are off. Caden Rush in the middle. Spencer Burns, landlocked with Thurston on the outside through 1 and 2 for the final time. Michael Gregory makes the bottom end work for him. Here it comes. Thornquist down on the bottom once more. 3 wide. 4 rows deep down the backstretch. Rush with the opportunity. Burns is still there. Contact. Schmidt turned around right in front of DeAngelis. Caden Rush, Michael Gregory to the bottom of the track and off turn number 4. Last gas, here they come. When does the 9 make the move? Looks top, looks bottom. Rush is mirror driving to the triangle for the final time. Caden Rush, first career win at Talladega for an e-ticket event. And PTSRI is gonna bring the hardware home. Caden Rush is gonna win the Garage Guys 499. Yes, sir, that's how it's done. Rush, Thurston, Gregory, Vila. That's your fast 4. And just like in 06, someone may need to fact check me on this one. The Jarrett machine will go to victory lane. Wow. I really hope I'm not wrong. What a run. What a drive. Caden Rush, victorious in the garage, guys, $4.99. And our night in America, fueling victories all year long. We'll talk with your winner here soon. Wow. 05, Jarrett won. That's right. I knew I was close. Fall 05. We're off by a year. We're off by a year. It's okay. What a run to the line. What a race. I knew it was one of the fall races. That's right. Brian Vickers won in fall of 06. The ones that don't know, I was looking back on that race before this. Let's watch back to it as the sun was setting from Dega. This is the last lap. They were just 3 wide. They're holding on to it. Michael Gregory down that inside. Schmidt got turned there with Frank. What an event. Ford back to victory lane. And back to the line, Rush blocks to the bottom. And Caden Rush wins the garage, guys, $4.99. Were they nearly 6 wide behind? Are you serious? What a run. Let's go talk with your winner. That lived up to the hype. That very much lived up to the hype. What a drive all around for this team, for this crew. Caden Rush, a first-time winner for an eTicket event. His first win actually came at Indianapolis. And now we get to go ahead and hear from your winner. Caden Rush, $300. Richard, you got a copy.
Yeah, dude, I'm here. What's up?
What a run. What a finish. Walk me through it.
I just got to say, big thank you to Spencer Burns, first off. Insane push that last lap. We'd been working together all race, even when he was a lap down. Frank left a hole, and I couldn't not take it. I had to give myself a chance there. I'm shocked that it worked. I'm shocked we didn't all wreck. I literally cannot believe that coming off of turn 2, I had as big of a run as I did and that I was clear of everybody. I thought I was hosed coming off of turn 4. I thought Thurston was going to have a chance at me because he had an insane push. Gregory had a person behind him. I don't know how the momentum held up. I'm literally shocked that happened.
Wow, we just realized Walker turned Thornquist down to the bottom, and it was one heck of a race. Day into night. We ended in the sunset. But walk me through it. You had that long green flag run, and they looked to be maybe 6 wide behind you. At what moment did you think you won this race?
The moment I won the race was probably like the middle of the trial hole. I thought until then I was going to get caught. I didn't think there was a chance in hell. I thought the 9 was going to have a chance. Like I said, I thought the 96 was going to have a chance. They both had insane runs coming. I literally don't know how I didn't get caught. There was miracles working there on that final lap.
We want to work with you right here. We're going to watch back to it live on stream. The 4 wide move, that was the winning move of the night. Frank has never won an e-ticket. You're sitting with him. You went out of the pocket. What was his reaction? What was your reaction? Was that planned? Or did you go ahead and play a little bluff there with your teammate?
Nah, there was no plan. I had to give him, I gave him a chance, and that was the move all night to make passes. Other than that, you were kind of stuck, and you just had to do what you had to do. And all night, the split 3 wide or 4 wide was the move. You had to do it, and if someone left it uncovered, you had to take them for what it was worth. You just couldn't leave it open. And it's like I mean, it's like if someone's running 3/10 slower on the bottom and then you just fall in behind them instead of taking the top. It's just like you have to do what you have to do there. I don't think Frank was too upset. Frank wasn't too mad. I gotta thank Spencer, man. He really fucking helped me. Like I'm shocked. I know we had that little heel interview with Spencer at Indianapolis one race, but
that's where you got your first win in NR.
I'm shocked. I didn't think that I would have had a chance, especially I mean I got wrecked there as the caution came out with like 60 to go. I actually didn't have a faster pair at the end. I accidentally used it on pit road when I had no damage. I'm shocked.
Oh,
I don't even care. I told Spencer before the final restart, I said I don't even care about the money. I just want to win the race. That's all I wanted to do because we had been so strong literally all night. I think I probably led like 50 or 60 laps.
I think this is the second e-ticket in a row where the driver that led the most laps won the race. Wyatt Tinsley, your teammate, won the 400, and if I'm not mistaken, you led the most laps here tonight.
I led 55 laps. I mean,
wow.
Just the fact that it was that many was insane. I mean, a lot of them came under those first 2 or 3 green flag runs. I just got to thank Spencer, everybody. I got to thank Chase and everybody, and the 2 other, and well, I can't remember the guy's name, or Dale at Garage Guys. They're incredibly cool guys. If you ever see them at a NASCAR race, please say hello to them. They're incredibly cool.
Well, we're going to drag them in here with you just in a moment to go ahead and talk with you. Do you want to say anything to anyone back at home or there in the chat? Man, we had a lot of people rolling for that finish.
Anybody that commented on the 88 car tonight, I heard there was a couple people in there. I'm sure maybe I did a couple things people don't like. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some with people. Really just got to thank Spencer. Got to thank everybody that worked with me throughout the race. Thank you for putting the event on. Thanks to Chase and Dale at Garage Guys. It's shocking. It's really shocking.
Well, it's a fun run. Dale Tanhart, you got a copy. He's right here. I don't think he's... Tanhart's very, very competitive, man.
Yep,
there he is.
I'm here. Yeah.
What a run for you. You're one of the Garage Guys. The winner's right here. Would you like to say anything to anyone back at home?
I texted Moonhead with like 8 to go, who was like right behind me, and I said, it's either to the front or to the afterlife. And for me, afterlife was the outcome. But congrats to 88, Caden. You know,
thanks,
I'm pissed though because Swaggy, number 26, hopped in the Dale Tanhart Incorporated chat line and said he was gonna run with me. And I went to the high side, would have been the first car on the top lane, and he fucking went with you. And then you ended up winning. But congrats. And,
it happens, man.
Yeah, it'd be like that. But dude, no, that was a lot of fun. Overcame a lot of adversity, and I hope everybody who watched enjoyed it. Be sure to subscribe to Garage Guys as well as Idk Player if you're not already. He puts on a show, and we try to put on a show on the NASCAR, motorsports, betting, DFS, and just overall entertainment.
Well, actually, I'm going to say this right now before these guys leave. We want them to join your Discord. It's free, like you've always said. Make sure you say something. You can Discord. Send the Discord link in the chat. Dale, you can go ahead and send it. You're a mod, so you can go ahead and send that off, and they should be able to all join.
I was there in person working IRP when the Grant Enfinger win hit. I was there. You gotta go with it. It's the best free picks you can get. You're not gonna get anywhere else. You're not gonna get anything better anywhere else, even if you pay for it.
Yeah, that was a hell of a night. I wish I could have replicated that kind of winning celebration tonight, but I suck at iRacing and you don't. So congrats.
Thank you, man.
And we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to Caden for now. But Caden Rutsch, tweet it out, my man. We're ready to retweet. Winner of the Garage Guys, $4.99. And we're going to go ahead and bring the next finishers in line here in just a moment. But we also want to say thank you to Dale for helping us out here tonight as well, the Garage Guys. What did you think of the event, at least from your perspective? Were you watching the event on the stream at all?
Yeah, I thought it was great. It was, I think you got a little bit of everything. You had really, really long green flag runs. You had a lot of wrecks there at the end, and you had a lot of drama in the last couple laps. I did watch the finish, and it was great. I thought Cade made an insane move to he split the middle of the 12 and the 9, but no, it was fun even from the driver's seat, even with all the hell I went through going 6 laps down. I went 7 laps down, and it was my fault. I wrecked, ironically, the 8 car. That was me. I wrecked the 48 car. Or I guess reverse of the actual 2006 race where the 48 wrecked the 8. But I made a big time rookie move trying to get to pit road. Stupid mistake. Like I said, I suck at this. I'm a rookie. Don't get to do it enough. Oh, and my paddle shifters were broken. But regardless of everything I went through and came back, it was an awesome race. It's just always so fun listening to the chat shit talk each other when they get mad. That's my favorite part. And I participated in it too and get heated. So I that's my favorite part of all of it. So I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, and I'm real happy that we at Garage Guys got to be the premier partner here. It was
we had nearly over 1,000 watching live. Just want to point that one out. You were like, right. I think we hit it. I don't know. We'll have to look back to it, but we had a lot of people tuning in, long green flag runs and everything. People were talking about nostalgia, but one thing we have to talk about, Michael Gregory, you got a copy.
Yeah, I got you loud and clear.
Oh, so close once again. Walk me through that one.
Can't seem to get it done at Dega. Man, yeah, that was a hell of a race. Appreciate y'all putting that on, and thanks to Garage Guys for being the sponsor there. Wish we were 2 spots better, but man, there's so much went on in that race. I was just glad to be there at the end.
No doubt about it. It was a lot of fun. Do you want to say anything to anyone back at home before we close this out?
I got a couple of roommates who just barged in on me after they were watching those last laps. They were feeling it for me as well. I appreciate them watching. Man, I mean, I can't figure it out. I'm 2 spots short, 1 spot short at Dega, man.
It was a lot of fun, no doubt about it. Michael Gregory, bridesmaid this time, but man, you got it down to the Super Speedways for e-tickets, no doubt about it. We do have more coming up. The next Super Speedway e-ticket will be in February, so keep an eye out for yourself.
Yeah, I'm hoping to repeat that one.
Going to be a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Gregory, the driver of the number 9.
Appreciate y'all.
Well, that will go ahead and wrap out tonight. What a run, what a drive, what a finish. The sun has set from Dega. It finally has now worked its way behind, and it's been a lot of fun. Tanhart, last thing you want to say to anyone before we close this out?
Man, you're just killing it in this industry right now, dude, and you got to keep doing these because they're awesome. They're always so entertaining, and the amount of people that watch it speaks for itself. So I had a good fucking time, and I hope everybody else did, and I hope everybody who watched it as well, and I hope you had a good time, dude.
I had a great time.
Yeah, good to hear, man. I appreciate everybody.
Hey, I want to say this real quick. Chase really came in and hyped everyone up to start. That was probably the greatest pre-race we've ever had for someone coming in early, ever. I mean, that was wild. I don't know if you heard it, but you have to go back and listen to it. Chase really went ahead and set the tone for tonight. I'm glad it capitalized. Garage Guy Chase, Garage Guy Dale, thank you guys so much.
Absolutely, dude. Thank you.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, well, it's been a fun night, no doubt about it. And we will get ready to go ahead and say goodbye for now. But we will have a hello very, very soon, as my hair is kind of all over the place, because it was wild. It was wild. Non-stop action, lap-to-lap coverage, 500 miles. Did you enjoy that great race in action? Let us know down in the comments below, ladies and gentlemen. The Garage Guys $4.99. We may have to ask for renewal of next year, no doubt about it. We talked about before, the NWP 400 keeps that August slot. Garage Guys $4.99 keeping this late September slot. You've got to love it all the way through. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jonathan Ramos, and this has been one electric event. You guys said Chevrolet would go to victory lane. It was Ford getting it done. And we will see you in a week time for NR Night in America once again. For the ones that are still here, I want to make an announcement. I will be at Salem Speedway running and calling the ARCA race. So if you are going to Salem Speedway, you will be able to hear me over the PA as I will be calling the ARCA race from the racetrack. So with that being said, if you guys do go out there and you see me, go ahead and say hello. I would love to say hello to you all. And hopefully you all have enjoyed tonight's race. I'll also be at Talladega this Sunday. It's going to be a wild week, and that's one way to start off a great week nonetheless. Until then, my name is Jonathan Ramos, the voice of NR, and you have watched NR Night in America from our broadcasting studios in Nashville, Tennessee. What a night, what a drive, what an electric race. And until next time, I will say goodbye now, but there will be a brand new hello. Have a great night, ladies and gentlemen, and be sure to share this event with your friends, as we will be back very, very soon.